lives in a tin can.
Yes.
You know one of
That's,
those little those Dennis the Menace style walkie talkies where it's the Campbell soup and the
The
string.
string.
This
Yeah.
is Walmart brand soup and
Look,
like
we shoved the
chest
Jawa in a
hair from Goblin.
suitcase. We shoved the Jawa in a suitcase. That's it.
Yeah.
How perfect would it be if I was like an actual stormtrooper right now?
This whole time he's just like
Hold
sitting
it,
here.
blast them. Come on, give some test phrases. It'll be great.
Blast them!
Perfect.
These are not the droids we're looking for.
Wait,
Open the
hold on.
blast doors. Open the blast doors.
Considering how fitting it is, let me get my best Death Trooper impression.
I was
Yeah.
looking forward to whatever you did. I was like, whatever it is, it's gonna be amazing. What episode are we on, Deckel?
26.
Jiminy Christmas.
Criminy.
Oh, hey, Gabriel. Have you guys seen a Jawa with a faulty thermal imploder? Hold on. Thermal imploder grenade? Yeah, I mean, yes.
I mean, that
I
would
feel
be
like
pretty
I have.
cool. I want a thermal imploder.
That was legitimately the original idea for my character. I wanted to have a faulty thermal detonator that just didn't work, and I would use it constantly to threaten.
It's very good. Dude, the last time I used a thermal imploder, though, Gabriel, it was actually Bro Through and I playing Star Wars Battlefront, and we ran train. We ran absolute fucking train.
The fucking infiltrator Wookiee combo, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the dream team.
I kind of feel like you need to do like in some of our roleplay events with 67. There's this one of our guys has made a. It's a Titanfall mech and a pilot, and we've had 2 events now where he just I was playing the pilot and he yeeted me into the base once, and I caused havoc with the assault rifle and like tech weapons, and then the one just last night actually because I just got back to the computer and I went to check on the event just to like say, hey, I'm back, everyone, and they're like, hey, we need you, act, and I'm like, let's go. and it was literally the same thing except going out, and then they yeeted me out of the base. I'm like, I love this, let's go. I immediately just thought of Kresh and Ricky could do this in a heartbeat. Just
100%.
Awesome.
I've been waiting for proper opportunities to throw Ricky at someone. It just hasn't presented itself. It hasn't been worth it.
Dude, you're the
Also-
only person who hasn't gotten to toss me, now that I really think about it.
Have I not?
Also,
tossed
there's
you?
a fella in that group, Crash, I need to tell you, that is actually one of the 2 guys in charge of it. And he said that he wants, like, because we were talking about, like, how occasionally we get people who are, like, maybe don't know, like, just, like, like, just with, like, because they would talk about something like, we were, like, like, oh, he knows his stuff with, like, the stuff that we're doing there. What the fuck? What am I hearing?
I don't know. What are you hearing?
It's
I
the
hope it's
sound
not
of
me.
beautiful music.
I have some, what the fuck?
Is it my kitchen music? Hold on. Is it loud?
No, I suddenly just
No, you're
heard
good.
someone, like, in a different language saying something. Was that a sound alert on my channel? What the fuck?
That was
It
in fact.
was it Spanish?
It was
was.
in fact. It was in fact La Ventura. and it
I'm
was
literally
in
trying to
fact
like talk
from,
about something, and Stormy's over here playing like some. What the fuck
No,
is
no,
that?
no, no, no.
shit?
It's probably from Trey's background, and it's probably La Ventura, as they do music with Ludacris.
I swear, Stormy, I'm gonna slap you. That scared the shit out of me. I was looking for like what tab is playing music I don't know about. I
Was
only
this
have
Stormy
like
fucking
7...
with you?
That was Stormy fucking with me.
Oh my god! I was waiting to hear like "Ayúdame, ayúdame."
Long
Hold on a
story
second,
short,
man.
one of the guys in charge wants to meet you there, Crix, because he feels like, because we were talking about how like that when I first did their basic training, and I was like, and then I was like, hey Crix, teach me, show me why they do this shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I want to meet this guy. I'm like, I will tell him that. I'll tell him that tonight.
You know, I'm around. I exist.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Gotta
drag you
whip
over to say hi.
that VR out.
You guys can't see this. I am doing a slow and empathetic noodle arm.
Noodle arm, like wacky waving and inflatable arm flailing tool.
Stormy, I want you to know I'm staring at a wall, and I know it's you doing some tomfuckery in my chat. Thank you so much for the.
Nerds.
I'm not even looked over yet. Tell you what, I'm gonna look to my right now. Okay, I'm gonna check my stream. Oh, look at that!
And Gear Dragon, thank you for the resubs. You guys are lovely. I've missed being online. Yay.
Stormy, quickly fresh hydrate as many times as possible for me.
For
I'll tell you what, dude. I got you.
One more for that hype train. Let's go.
I got got you, dude. I got you, Trey.
Here, I'll donate.
Why
some
my
more
music
bits.
just? Oh, I stopped my music because I was worried that the voice was coming from the music.
I'm hydrating myself. For,
Did you just play it again? You just played it again, God.
Hey! I'm just donating bits for the hype train.
Oh my god, this shit again.
It's gonna take more bits than that.
I am literally gonna like what the fuck,
Dude, fucking Stormy for 2 days after that fucking me having to put him in timeout for 10 minutes in Pathfinder. Like for the entire 24-hour stream, he'd show up and he'd be like, I was wrongly accused and I was imprisoned for doing nothing
Just
but
doing the Nixon.
donating.
I am not a crook.
Yeah, I was donating bits to support my friend.
Oh my, Stormy, what the hell? Oh geez, that's Gear Dragon. Okay then.
What am I doing? The giveaway for Switch games? Whoa, homie. Whoa, I'm poor. Hold on. Slow
you-
your roll. I ain't doing
I,
that. I never said that.
I feel
Yep,
like you're
I heard-
more than likely the person. Yes, it's me. I feel like you're more than likely the person that might know what I'm talking about. But did you ever play Arcanists on FunOrb?
Thank you for the 95 bits, Nikki. Arcanus. I think I own it. I don't. I feel like it feels familiar, but I don't remember playing it.
It was so RuneScape back in the day created their own like little mini gaming website to
Okay.
compete with like all the other browser websites, and they had this game called Arcanist. It's no longer up. When you said Gear Dragon just now, it reminded me of the Clockwork Dragon from that game.
Oh, Gear Dragon
might
is
be the
actually
only-
our mutual friend Nikki. I think you've met her.
Oh, Nikki.
Trichology.
What up, Nikki?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Gear Dragon.
Nikki, did you ever play Arcanists?
I will let you know if/when she responds. All right, but let's get to recap, I suppose. Coruscant, they are kind of after your guys' butts. You're kind of public enemy number one.
Uh-huh.
Gear Dragon says, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Damn it.
And basically, you guys have encountered a fair bit of baddies as you're going about. You also were asked by Admiral Varth to find that they had a report of someone who had contacted rebellion sources, or what equivocates for rebellion forces this time before them. But in any case, they were told that there was another designer of the Sarlacc project that had not been rounded up, which you did finish to confirm that there was another one. They were told to be a rather lackadaisical, likes to take credit for others, didn't really do much scientific work on the project, but seemed to just kind of lounge and they didn't know how they got assigned to it. You did pursue them to see the underbelly and first went to their apartment where you found a note that was referencing the Invisible Hand. The Invisible Hand being General Grievous's flagship, which you found was a bar by the name of that had a lot of separatist tribute stuff and seemed to be a separatist-friendly bar in the underbelly as well. Proceeding there, as there were some street toughs and even some people trying to loot your speeder. When you first landed at the apartment, when you went to travel, you got accosted by Coruscanti ogres. One of them managed to land on your speeder and actually damage the reactor to the point that it crashed and almost blew up if it wasn't for a critical success in keeping it from doing so. So you did crash land again. Forrest Gump meme. Met the president again. And then you proceeded to walk to the Invisible Hand. There was a bouncer who seemed rather quiet, but otherwise didn't stop you any as you walked in. And then you met a bartender, as well as there were a pair of Trandoshans that were there, and then there was a human who was guarded by 4 Korans. As soon as they confirmed who you were, it seems that they offered for you to sit down. However, the Korans tried to press blaster pistols into your necks and seemed to be going to just immediately execute you. At first, you thought they were here holding the human hostage, but when he suddenly pulled out, or not even pulled out, but shot a blaster from under his cloak and shot right into one of your number, you realized that he was actually part of it and seemed to be an ambush. As such, you managed to put down the lot of them as one went to run. However, as otherwise the bouncer came down and started stunning people as the bartender hid behind his bar. The Trandoshans, while they hid for cover, one of them did give a sizable, almost insulting but intentional kind of goading to Kresh to get him to kick some ass. And then the human tried to flee. They were pulled back by your resident Jedi right into a trap that they had set and had hoped to lead you into, which seemed to be a tripwire mine. It blew up and blew them to pieces, which unfortunately took any major evidence with you, or with them, I should say. But you did manage to find some and talk with some. Is from what you could surmise, and the fact that a police scanner that you saw that they were listening to on your way in, not like police, but like basically a radio scanner, seemed to indicate that someone was coming this way. The bouncer instructed the bartender to take the sewer route out and to leave. So they left with you and talked with you as you found out that the Trandoshans weren't so bad. They're just, these ones have never grown up in Trandoshan culture. They've grown up in Coruscanti poorer culture. They don't really have much of a difference between anything other than separatists sound alright because they fought the oppressors.
Yep.
That's about the only real stint. Whereas then the others just seem pretty normal. You went your separate ways and went to go back to your apartment with a bit of a bad feeling in it. Oh, there's some bad news to tell here that I'm going to feel bad narrating.
So just
Guys, I'll be right
quick.
back. I have to do some manager shit.
He's
What'd you say,
AFK. I did actually let him know.
Okay.
Before today.
What was his
so
reaction when it occurred? I
I
feel bad. I was like,
honestly,
not that
mostly unfazed.
Oh, that's sad. I thought he was going to be. I was hoping for an emotional response.
This
mean,
is Ricky
but-
we're talking about.
Yeah, no, he was like Trey as a person was responsive. It's just like, it's one of those deals of like, hey man, like we're already doing some shit that's probably going to get us killed. So it was like, you know, it just being realistic and pragmatic about what happened and like how it occurred.
Yep. Of which, to chat for the recap, since it's been a while, as they returned to the apartment, they went to go in and found, first of all, that it was very quiet. It seemed normal at first until there was just like this bad feeling. Miria got a really bad feeling of something afoot, and as they got in, they definitely smelt the smell of recently fired blasters. As such, as you went to investigate, you saw the doors were hanging open. You saw the body of one of the loyalists out in the hall, as well as the young kid infantry that seemed to be dead in the hall, as all the three doors of the three apartments laid open. And you found that not only were every single one of the loyalists dead, and the ones that didn't seem like they may have fought seemed to have been pressed against the wall and executed, including the one technician you did rescue. Luckily, you managed to send a report to the rebellion of at least the data you found prior, but it does seem like the Empire is far closer than it appeared, as they seem to be bearing down right on you. Worse yet, as you went to just clear out as soon as possible, not touching anything other than the initial investigation, you decided to just get the fuck out of Dodge and find a way off planet as soon as possible. As such, as you went to move, there was a slight noise upstairs, and as Miria was able to confirm that it was a squad of something above you. As you proceeded to go to the stairwell and try to get out without them coming down, you heard them hustling as in the stairwell you met and you are face to face with a full squad of Deathtroopers that are coming down, guns pointed directly at you, as we are just about to start combat in the stairwell of your apartment. Who knows what other help they have? Who knows what might be waiting for you outside? Seems that the Empire fully knows who, what, and where you are. Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah? Sorry about that, Cephalon Don. If the ads hopefully aren't... Hopefully, I mean, it sounds like they're yummy. A good food one. Who's my ad, I wonder? Anywho, let me get you to the battle map, and we will go from there. I know you guys are most likely just running, probably the wise course, given cough, Deathtroopers, cough. But
Hi, Red Wolf. Thanks for the work.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's the like? I think we are all in agreement, but just to like state out loud, what would be the point of fighting them? Like, cool, we killed this squad. We're on Coruscant.
yeah, like here come more.
Yeah, like, what do you don't win that? Like, what do you mean? That's like being in Mordor and being like, yeah, we killed a squad of orcs.
In the middle of like the camp, like at the end of Return of the King. It's
Yeah,
like,
like cool,
it's-
bro.
when Sauron is looking.
Yes.
Just don't worry, it's not bad until you hear the Imperial March. Then you know Vader's getting near.
It's okay. I'm wearing the ring. Nothing bad will happen.
I always loved that like meme that someone showed where it was like Luke, like Vader's on that ship, and then Han, how do you know? He's just like, I can hear his theme music.
That's pretty.
It's
good.
like, man, imagine. Could you imagine if you had this like a
You
aura
hear
of
from
his
real
theme?
far away. That's how he.
This is
That's how
quite-
he knew his buddy's about to get shot. Like Vader starts pulling in, he could hear the bass coming off of Imperial March.
I mean, I kind of pulled something on that on Gear Dragon in one of our games. There
Oh,
was a
yeah.
specific bone devil that had dogged the party, and he escaped 2 combats alive. Even after they tried to anchor him and kill him, he managed to. Because the second time he just scrambled away and escaped like on foot, like a human, and then managed to get away once the anchor wore off. And so after that, every time he showed up, I started playing Bone Trouser from Undertale, but very quietly and making it louder as he got closer. And so Nikki started listening for it. So whenever she heard it, she's like, "You better get away from here with that shit."
Did I ever tell you about Buffalo Jill and our encounters therein?
You have told me, but I think you should tell stream.
So a buddy of mine, it was his first time DMing, and he wanted to do like homebrew, right? And so his idea of like a homebrew encounter was basically like we were in a dungeon, and we basically came in through a cave that then found like these ancient stairs that went up, and then as we climbed up, it started to become more and more apparent that it was like an ancient cellar, right? And as we went through this room, I remember the exact words used for the encounter, and it was like,
You have a bot.
Do
Sorry.
I?
No, cursive.
Oh. So as we entered the room, fucking.
Feel it, Michael, or
There you go.
I got it.
thank you, my dear.
My bad.
Go on, Chris.
Sorry, Declan and I were both trying to ban them, so Declan banned them, I unbanned them, and then banned them again.
I just like that. That's like you like doing the scorpion. Get over here! Just re-uppercut them.
No, so basically, as we walked into this basement, the exact words used for the encounter was like, "As you step in, you push back a leathery curtain. The feeling seems soft and supple, yet somehow familiar." And then he started playing "Goodbye Horses" on his cell
Oh
phone,
no!
right? And he was just like, "Roll for initiative."
Aw.
And Buffalo
just be, like,
Jill was
The most high-pitched scream would be like,
Buffalo Jill was actually a lich, and the phylactery was in fact the boombox that was playing "Goodbye Horses." And so the entire encounter was us trying to destroy this boombox. It was great.
Thank
I
you
am
for the
back.
head Patson. Welcome back.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're just in time for fun.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
So yeah, I mean, as Cursive was saying, Rothulio, as you know, like we talked about it, like the fucking hideout's been made, and we all need to leave, and we're encountered by Deathtroopers.
Yep, we're in the shit. We
Yep.
are in the shit. All right.
Looking to get a. I'm gonna try to get an external map. I'll do one round of them being there, but you guys basically, if you move faster than them on their initiative, you're just gonna get outside before they do, because then it's just gonna be them going down a spiral staircase and not really having great shots. So the main combat's probably gonna be once you get out, and they're basically just booking it out after you.
Put away. It'd be really nice if we had a speeder right now.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I mean, there's a small one of that. You know, the kid had a swoop bike, but that really only solves it for one, maybe two of you.
The second being Ricky.
The swoop bike seems like a great place to stick some grenades and launch at the Death Troopers, maybe.
Yeah, put a brick on the gas pedal.
I'd say I should try to make a call to my pirate girlfriend, but I don't think she'd be willing to come to Coruscant.
No, I think we're too far in this shit for all that.
That's
Yeah.
gonna take a while.
So are we doing initiatives or?
I'm trying to get a map up real quick for you, because it's like they gave me one for the interior, because they assume you're going to fight on the interior, but you guys heard them and decided to nope out of there quick. So now I'm just trying to find, I can just draw it. Rather than get bogged down in that.
Ricky has more health than I thought he did.
Dude, yeah.
Considerably way more than I ever thought you did.
Okay, we're going to shrink this one here. We're going to drag
What
it
do
over
you
to Franklin.
mean?
Dude, you're always worried about me, and that's why I'm always like, I'm fine, dude.
Don't drag yourself out just yet. We're going to cut the squares in half. There we go.
Your fucking gender line? Are you kidding me?
What's the gender say?
Are you sure?
I'll put it.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. No, I'm not sure.
I'm putting
scared
it.
me.
I'm putting it in fucking.
It's a little bit X-rated, but
I'm putting.
I don't think it's
in,
anything worse than what we've said on stream before. But
Definitely not. I'm putting it in Saga campaign. I'm sorry, Chad. This one's staying between us.
It's too based for you guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good one.
it's a shame that Ricky's, asexual. I'll just say this: a lot of people missing out.
fucking can't with you, dude.
You know, Jawas are a mystery to everyone.
That's why you never see them without their robes.
Okay. So the red ones are the doors leading out from the ground level. So where you're going
Okay.
to be coming out on the ground level, and you're basically coming down a stairwell that normally is. There is a hallway here, and then normally there's basically with a little draw shape here. So light blue is basically a turbo lift, basically cargo and like loading the rooms that goes right here into a 10-foot hall there. And there's another one on the other side that is identical. Extraction. So, and then the stairwell that you guys are in is we'll make it a dark red because it's kind of a kill funnel right now. Kind of a bad spot. Basically one there. And this is based off the interior map they gave me too, as then usually the apartments are just along the back side. And then administration's on the main level, but you can come through any of those doors. But basically you guys are in the northwest stairwell up on the second level. So you gotta come down one level and basically run, and they're on the third level coming down. The Deathtroopers, you can hear the warbled speech as they're talking to each other, and they definitely see you. Their guns are up. Doesn't look like they're trying to tell you to freeze or stop. Looks like they're just ready to shoot. So this is going to be open initiative against a squad of unknown number. And they are coming. Do whatever you can to get out. I don't know what options you have, but you better run.
I've got about 8 options, I think.
So this is coming from someone who obviously doesn't have as much knowledge as other people in this table. I'm understanding that this is not a fight to be had. Is that correct?
Correct.
Absolutely.
You could theoretically win, like if that's the thing. Like, but the problem is you're not going to win against the reinforcements. Was the point that Crash made?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just.
They know where we're at. That's a problem.
They know where you're at. They seem to know exactly who you are. They seem to they confirmed who you were and then proceeded to immediately just start trying to kill you. Which means this is far worse than you thought.
You're fighting.
Like,
hornets
imagine
and the
we're.
hornets.
I was going to use an anthill.
I mean, also very accurate. Like
We are in the anthill fighting ants that want to eat us.
yeah, it's a big problem. We don't need to fight. We need to leave.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole what is it, SEAL Team 6 kind of thing. Except the problem is you're not in a friendly town. You're in an unfriendly town. So it's like
Yes.
these
We get
fuckers
the
aren't
fuck
alone, and they're
off
here to
from
kill
me.
you.
Yeah.
Where are we putting our tokens, by the way?
Top left stairwell. It is a spot here. I'll show you. I'll take a quick screenshot of the stairwell so you can see how it's orchestrated, and we will add that. Ooh, 1 second. Let me. What was that? Stormy, thank you for the 420 bits.
Lays it.
Blaze it, baby.
Oh, good night, Cephalon Dawn. Gets smited nasty skin.
Good night.
Oh, the bot. I missed that. I apologize.
General Kenobi. Who was that? Sin. Hello.
All right, I'm having
I
a
wish
little
I
bit
could
of
just-
technology issues. So, is this spiral staircase? Is it the type that hugs the wall, so there's a hole in the
Yes.
center?
Or no,
That's
there's no hole. It's just stair to stair to stair to stair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it's-
that still works.
Yeah, it's not
it's
a
just-
spiral. It's just a staircase.
It's just a staircase going one level or to a landing, one level to a landing. But yeah, I wish I could just copy. There, doesn't hurt anything to show you guys this, but so it's literally just this.
Gotcha.
Because these are 10-foot squares on the baseline ones, so ours are properly shaped on ours because we're looking at 5-foot squares, so it's more easily navigated. But for the sake of reference, I mean, really, I could just probably shrink it and put it right over it.
Okay, I see. I've gotcha.
Just move it to the map layer, and then we can just go boop, boop, boop. There you are. So you're coming in the door there, and then there's a door there on every side, so that's where the hallway comes out for you. So you guys are aware. You've just stepped out, and you see on the level above you is the ones coming down. And you can see at least 3 of them, and you hear at least the footsteps of another one. There's at least 4.
So we're in the stairway.
You just came into the stairwell, and you guys got to the first landing before touching any stairs. So you'd be on this side, however you want to orchestrate, and no one had stepped down, as basically they're a level above, looking down over the balcony at you, as they see you on the stairwell that's coming down.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I would like to listen to see if there's anybody below us, like if they're about to pincer us.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely didn't see any on the way up, but that is very much a reasonable thing.
The arrow that I drew.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's from Ricky's sheet. I forgot to change my name. Hold on.
The arrow that I drew, is that the travel path of these stairs, or do I have it mixed up?
Down is on the right side. If as you go counterclockwise to go down. Clockwise would be up.
I think I got it right then. Okay.
So they're basically on this square upwards. But yeah. So
Cursive.
Yeah, your arrow there. I see it there now. Yes, that's the right way for going down.
Okay. Cursive. I apologize. That perception I just rolled. I was
off of his.
Yeah, that's Ricky's perception roll. That's his.
So what's the difference between yours and his? Oh, sorry, you said that, didn't you? I missed it.
Yeah, no, I literally rolled that off of Ricky's sheet. It's just because I'm
Right.
selected as Kresh. It
I
has
got
my
you.
name attached to it.
Oh, I see. So you're just doing it for him. So I got you. Okay, so let me see, because that is a fairly loud noise. Give me a second. Go ahead and roll me a tech roll from Ricky. You definitely hear the sound of a vehicle. It seems to be not so much down the lower levels. It sounds like it's coming from outside.
22.
That's a good roll.
You know it is.
So imagine using those. Plebeian.
I gotta find this one here. That is not right. Let's see. I apologize. I can't find a sheet. Give me 1 second. I'll get that. Give me.
You are A-okay.
Oh, you mean?
You're excused.
These things always have different letter combos, and I messed it up. That's my fault. I feel like I'm missing one here.
Oh, Brothulu, just as a reminder, because I had to remind last session, if y'all are doing something and need me to assist, I can grant a sizable bonus, but I'm not gonna grant you the bonus unless I'm actively rolling for it as well. So if you want to make some sort of check, you can, I guess, be like, hey, Noel, what do you think about this? And then, like, I can assist you as well.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah,
No, help me with the tubes.
Is it based off of your particular skill set? Like, will the sizable bonus be based off of what you're good at as well?
So with my rapport, I grant an additional +2, and then there's some other coordinate which stacks on a +1 up to +5, both with 8 another.
Okay, that's
so
excellent.
I get like a base +3 if I stack it with my 8 another action. And then every other turn that we take doing that, I can add another +1, +1, +1, +1 to that. Up to an additional +5 off of that, +3.
Excellent.
Oh,
So if I need to fuse
sorry.
shut a door, you're the guy.
The first +1 is included in that +5, so that would technically be 5, 6, 7, up to a +7 total within 5 turns.
I suppose that's
Gotcha.
on top of the normal aid bonus.
Yeah.
All right. So
Which, to
in
be
this
honest,
case,
I don't know
what
what the
you
bonuses.
you would hear the sound of what sounds like treads, as well as what sounds like an ion engine that you're able to identify. That you know that the Empire's been working on a prototype of that that's not widely spread, but from what you know of your knowledge on tech and stuff, that you've heard it referred to as the Mauler. It is basically a ground-based TIE unit. It sounds like there might be one outside from the noise of the treads in particular. They're very fast. You know that their armament is primarily just a chain gun, that they're basically anti-personnel. They're particularly weak in armor, especially as far as land units go, but still more so than an air speeder.
I'm so glad I still have thermal detonators.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't hear an AT-AT yet.
To be quite honest, I don't know how much better this is.
I mean, you would know that the damage rate that thing has is, you would have a better chance of standing in front of one of the blasters of your own starship than a sustained fire from that thing, because it's literally like a chain, like a laser chain gun.
Yeah,
It's
I
meant
heard
to shred
anti-personnel
us.
chain gun, and then I just suddenly realized, that's okay, cool. I would rather not have to take that on, but I've got good AC.
Yeah. Don't get seen. It's like he only has one. Also means it's going to move fast and reposition fast, and they also are well known. They have, with your roll, you know that they're, because 17 you hit the DC, so you know that they are very fast. Their pilots are usually trained in basically not kamikaze, but running over people as well, which they're very capable at doing. As well as they also know that that TIE engine is very, very explosive in an atmosphere.
Var fast is var explosive.
It basically is, if they know they're going to die, they can suicide bomb and are literally trained to do so.
It's kind of Ricky's wet dream to sneak up on, to be quite honest.
Yeah, we could steal that. We'd be in great shape. But
Just imagine cruising down Coruscant, and that's like, who needs air? I'm going to take all the land roads out of here, baby.
We driving.
Paint it red. Pop the top of the cockpit open. Just, what's up?
Yeah.
Imali.
Mine and Ricky's fur blowing lovely in the wind, and then just fucking chain guns ripping apart every Coruscant guard.
The pimp suit. You gotta be wearing the pimp suit while you do that.
Yep, Ricky in the pimp suit, sipping on frothy eggs.
Sipping on frothy eggs.
That's my band name.
Yeah, honestly,
Frothy
frothy eggs. Solid. Dude, Ricky.
Here's the big scary one, however. Not to cut off the fun, but I need initiatives between you and the Deathtroopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll Ricky's first. Hey, Ricky, is there anything special about your initiative, or is it just roll for initiative on the sheet?
Just click Ricky and roll for initiative on the sheet.
Okay, just making
I
sure.
didn't get mine added to the thing, so let me push the button.
Hey, look at Ricky's initiative.
Ricky's going real fast. All right.
He's
my
not,
turn.
but he's thinking fast.
My turn.
Ricky is not going fast, but he's going not quite first.
I've had better initiative, Actually, can you add force points to initiative, Cursive?
Yeah, you can do it on any roll. It's
I'm fucking.
if you want to.
I'm gonna fucking absolutely adding 5 to that, so 19. It's still not great, but it's better than 14.
Yeah, it's a lot better than 14. I think that's a force point well spent.
I think you have to hit enter, amigo.
Fix your shit.
Huh? Me?
No.
No, Goblin, you have to hit enter.
What? Oh no,
You have to hit enter.
I thought I did.
It looked like you just clicked off.
Oh, there we
There
go.
you go.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm 136 years old.
That's all right.
You're
Someone
younger
for a
than me.
token?
It's no
That
excuse.
did not make a token. That just put it in front of my sheet.
You're a Wookiee. You're still young.
Technically, yes.
Why are you not uploading? Hello.
Who's that? Hello.
Oh, I know why. Because I'm in this thing. I'm on my player copy. I can't upload a token.
Taconit. Thank you for the follow.
Well, you heard cursive. We can't. She can't upload a player copy because they're all dead. We actually already won. We're all off Coruscant. Congratulations on level 15, everyone. You did great.
Jesus Christ, man. You hear at least a fourth one up there, which is probably on the staircase back over here. I'll keep them off if they're above you. How about that? If they're
Tell
above you,
them
I'll
I
keep them
hate 'em.
off the round, but they're basically in a relative position like that. So then you know that they're above. Which may be mean narrative. I don't know. All right, so let me get their initiatives up, and we will then be rolling and scariness.
While you do that and Miria takes turn, I'll be right back. I need to see if this last to go order is picked up, and if so, I can grab the registry.
Okay, I hate this. All right then. I mean, I know you guys always like to make comments. I hate when you say that, but I'm literally like, I'm.
Do they all get nat 20 initiative?
No, I was reading their character sheet, so I made sure I was familiar with what their abilities did. I saw a bunch of abilities I wasn't directly familiar with. I'm like, how are those about? Like, because they have plenty of things for being sentries too. No, those are combat abilities. That's terrifying. I'm scared, but whatever.
It's fine. It's only the best of the Empire.
All right, there they are. And they add 14 plus 1 for every other Death Trooper on the list. That's 19 to each of them, so...
So they only add your initiative, Crix.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll tell you guys because the other one's not going to come up. They add to their perception, initiative, and attack rolls a +1. Now, granted, the attack rolls has a cap, thank God, but the other ones, the cap is there, but very high. They add a +1 for every single other one on this. So if there's like a squad of 15 Death Troopers, they all have a +15 to their fucking perception, which I get exactly why that works. It's like they're great at communicating. It's like they all know exactly what's going on. They're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
their whole job is seamless communication and tactical know-how.
it's like it makes perfect sense. At the same time, I hate it.
Yeah,
Luckily, you're not flat-footed to any of this. And Miria, you have a heroic level, but so do they, so it is a roll-off. So, Miria, you and the lead Death Trooper are rolling off.
Okay.
Not necessarily the one first, but the lead initiative one.
I started playing a Duel
well.
of the Fates remix. It just started coming up. It's so good.
Okay. So, it is in the proper order. Here we go. What's a good theme, you guys think? Like, I'm trying to find a good remix one or a based-off one, because right now I have the Savage Arm Press going, and I feel like there might be a better one for these guys.
Mine's doing a remix of Duel of the Fates right now.
Oh, yeah, there's a Duel of the Fates one. I should find that one. I know it's in here, but I don't want to get too... There it is. Yeah, this one's the mix of... I love this one because it's a mix of Battle of the Heroes and Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, I was actually about to bring this up. Chat, don't even at me. I'm aware there's a mashup between Imperial March and Duel of the Fates, but don't even at me.
All right.
Is there a wall separating these two flights of stairs going down, or is it just a handrail which
Just
could
a
be
handrail.
jumped over?
It's like
Okay,
because you could see them looking down at you.
got it, got it. So I could technically jump over and save some movement speed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently this is muted or something because it's not here. So. Or do I just want to do battle? You know what? That actually might be fun. I found a different one to do. I don't care. I might get a little hit for it, but we're doing Battle over Coruscant because that one is so epic.
Hell yeah.
It has the Imperial March kind of mixed in. All right. So the first Death Trooper looks at you. He hears that warbled speech as it raises its black, just kind of shined black rifle, and just there's a little bit of a glint of a green light as it illuminates. And let's see, are you guys all properly placed? Because we're based target on who they spot.
Yep.
Coordinate from there.
As a reminder, where Miri and I are at, that's like the top of the stairs, right?
Yeah, the stairwell. This is the next stair going down, and you guys just came in this door. So would you guys be on the stair going up?
We were investigating going up, is what we were doing. Like I was
Okay, so
backing
you
up
were
Miri.
starting to go up when they started surging out of the level above.
Yeah. So where are we supposed
Okay.
to be at then?
This is see the little door on the bottom of the red square there. See that? That's the door that you guys came in.
Oh,
So
Miri
this
and
is
I
the
would actually
landing,
be on, like,
and then it
this
goes
side.
down here. So if you're gonna be starting your way down, you'd be on this side.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Ricky can move himself, so he's just wherever he
Yeah,
got pulled out.
I mean,
I can move him. Oh yeah, and actually Goblin can move him. Yeah, Goblin, you're in charge of that.
Yeah, so we should be on
I guess I
the
misunderstood
right
what you meant
side.
by the arrow then. No, I apologize. I thought that was saying the way down, and I guess you were saying the way up.
So whenever we first came back in here, right, the original thought was we were going to check upstairs for survivors, right?
Right.
So the way to get upstairs, like if I was trying to get onto the top floor if I wanted to, right, would be on this side of the staircase we're at now, right?
If you're trying to go up the stairs, you'd be going up the left side from where you are now. If you're trying to go down the stairs, you're on the right side. So I said going counterclockwise goes down.
Okay, then yeah, we're then where we need to be, because we were going upstairs to find survivors, which means
Yeah.
we're supposed to.
No,
But the problem is the Death Troopers are coming from above.
you were right. I was just misunderstood. There should be a wall continuation right here. Then that I'm fine.
Right, it's just because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
multiple ones, because it's a multiple staircase. They can't really put
Yeah,
that there
yeah.
because that'd be confusing on a
Yeah,
different
here-
level.
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Also, my music is a little loud. I need to touch down a peg. Oh, not off.
No, we cannot have victory celebration with Ewoks right now. We're doing scary things.
Ewoks are scary.
They are, but not this context.
Okay, so the first one. Is there 3 on the level there as the other ones? So let me see which one that is actually. That is the one right here. It's gonna move first. Get my GM copy and zoom in the same way. So as he takes aim, so that means if you guys are moving down, he's looking up, so he can't see the people here as well. Means nearby targets here. That one's not going to be random. That one's selected. Bad for these kind of moves, but you know what? I already talked about it, so they're going to do it. Noel, he seems to take aim at you as he focuses down his rifle and takes a shot. He is going to do a barrage. As you'd recognize, as it full autos, he's going to full auto that whole 2x2 with all of you there. Let's see. Yeah, but they're going to do that, so. Trying to find my die. There it is. So for a 27 against the against reflex or fort, you do notice that in this one does seem to be one that doesn't seem to be the silent one that you faced off before. These guys seem to be using. It is a different noise than you've used, as it seems to be more of a long arm. It seems to make off this kind of just low key kind of blast. Sounds kind of like a like a almost a blast of an AT-AT, i.e., Rogue One. You saw them on the beach. They made noise. They're those ones.
That is a miss on Null by.
Okay, so
the
it's gonna be
skin of
half
his
damage on
teeth.
you then, unless you have an evasion ability.
I do not have an evasion ability, but go ahead and roll the damage, and I will probably be activating a few things.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, damage baseline is 3d8 plus 5 for the first one.
For the first
Seven.
one, oh boy.
I mean, there's at least 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, baseline damage isn't too bad. 13. If that doesn't hit you, that's half damage. If you have an evasion type ability, it's no damage. And then Crash, if you're utilizing your armor, then yeah, we know that's not going to pierce your armor just yet.
I am using my armor.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I'm never taking it off again. I'm going to fuse it to my
Never again.
flesh.
Yeah, this shit is stapled on right now.
That was. Is that considered a miss against me, even though it dealt me splash damage?
Yes, that is still considered a miss.
Okay.
It's basically he's firing fast enough that it's basically you're getting hit by some of them.
I'm going to use my return fire and also utilize stand tall. So, or actually, I'm just gonna use stand tall as a free action so that everyone, including me, can make a free attack against him. If you're, I guess, actively holding a ranged weapon.
Yep.
But that will go for anyone.
You guys heard them above you before you reached the staircase, so you knew someone was up here, and you guys could hear the steps of somebody up here who seemed to be trying to be quiet, which indicated probably badness. So you guys could certainly have your weapons out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just came across it like execution in battle, so yeah.
All right. Well, Noel's going to raise his pistol and take that crack shot. Everyone does get a +2 on this because when we were in this story below, I activated both my abilities, and unless Cursive says otherwise, we should all add a +2.
Nope, perfectly fitting.
Okay. Then
I'm back. I'm so sorry.
Welcome
you're
back.
good.
All right. The 20, however, is not going to hit.
Yep. Brothulu, you can make a ranged attack against this one. Oops. Oh,
I would
wrong.
say he does have cover against you, Brothulu, given the height, but yes, you can still see him and take a shot.
Okay, am I taking my turn now?
No, this is just
No,
a. This
no,
is
no.
Stormy's doing something.
Just reminded me. I got
It's a
you. I got you.
reaction. It's a
A
reaction.
reaction because it's Stormy just got damaged by auto fire.
So he's giving me that reaction. It's that skill.
Yes.
Okay.
If you'd like. If you want to save your reaction for something else, but your turn is right after Myria's. So after this Death Trooper will be Myria than you, so you'll get it back quick.
Hey, Goblin, how many grenades do I have? They should be down the bottom of my inventory.
Stand by. Grenades. Where are they at? Looking at your.
Down in my inventory on the bottom, they should be marked as frag grenades. I don't
Oh,
think
I
I have
found
any
them. I'm
iron.
sorry. Nah, you
You're
have
good.
frag grenades. Yeah, you fully. That's right, because you robbed those fellas. You have 17 frag grenades, Ricky. Tiki Tavi.
I'm sorry, 17?
Do you not remember the whole thing that you have?
You stole all
17
their frag grenades.
You stole the frag
Oh
grenades.
my god, I
from
must
the
be
rebels.
so over encumbered. Okay.
Actually, you're
Yeah.
fine for
Your
encumbered.
grenades don't
for
weigh
the
that
record.
much.
Yeah, you're
Oh
fine
yeah, that's right,
for
because I
encumbered.
have the spacesuit. I have the new suit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
fine, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to lob a frag at that
Go for
boy.
it.
Sure.
Yep, I sure would. I should have an attack up there for frag.
Yep, I got you.
that's it. A 24 to hit.
Alright, what's the radius of the damage on the frag? Do you have that handy? Otherwise, I can go look at it.
They are 2x2. I just have that
By two?
memorized.
Yeah, so that will
Yep.
wing the two that you can see right there as cover or not. It's not gonna hit them, but the half damage will certainly apply to the first 2 Death Troopers. Let me see if do they have PR? I believe they do. They don't. All right, so that is going to be 10 damage each of them.
Excellent.
Just gonna
Kind of
nip
blows
this
up, and they just kind of lean over a little bit from the blast behind them.
I'm just gonna nip this one in the bud. Cursive. I'm not taking my reactive shot, considering where I'm at in initiative. I'm holding my reaction.
That makes sense. Shit, make it wild. You do see it seems like that trooper seems to be waving for the others to move forward rather than do it. Like, he doesn't seem to be moving for himself. In any case, that goes on to you, Maria.
Oh boy. I'm kind of defensive, so I'm gonna wait until after Noel. I want to see what they do.
Alright, so we're gonna put you there for now, and then we'll ask again later. Ricky. Oh, I accidentally moved past you, but it is your still turn, Ricky.
It is my turn. All right.
Yeah.
So natural turn order stuff, right? I get move, action, all that good jazz.
Yep. These are normal. This is straight up combat with some
Cool.
of the worst guys in here, and they outnumber you.
I'd like to move my 4 squares down the stairs.
Go for it. So crash if you could
Put
facilitate.
you next to, again, we go counterclockwise, like down to the left to go out, right?
Correct.
No,
So
it's to the-
he would move
oh.
north to go down right now.
So he would go like this.
That's 3 squares, yes. You can move 1 to the left if he likes.
Okay. Sorry, I see these. It's throwing me off because I see these guys here, right?
If I put them outside, they're above you. If they're not on there below, in case there's something below, it'll be on the map.
Okay.
Okay, I'm guessing I no longer have sight.
Yeah, they are out of line of sight of you. But you are below them.
I don't think Brothulu was here when we discussed that there is a handrail separating
Yes.
the 2 flights of stairs.
Correct.
I mean, I just kind of assumed there'd be who builds a flight of stairs without a handrail? Like,
It might be a
It could
wall.
finish your wall, yeah.
It could be like a solid, like, encompass, like, just hallway. Like, think like
okay.
I try to stick with, let's see, Naboo Palace had them that way. Because, like, there was just, like, one solid hallway as opposed, even though they were going up exactly like this.
Gotcha. Okay.
I bring that up because I plan on yeeting myself down here and saving a lot of movement by
Yeah.
doing so.
Like, even
But
if
probably
you hurt
taking
yourself,
fall
it's
damage along the way.
probably worth it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, also because of that grenade shot I took, I do have +2 AC. Well, I don't know. If I remember correctly, I have +2 AC until my next turn, so maybe that's already gone.
I can
Raider
check for you.
Steckle.
Also, Crix, give me a perception check for Ricky.
For Ricky. Okay.
They do have basically some. Well, there's something going on. They might see from that angle.
That is a 27 perception from our local Jawa.
Ricky, what you can see, if you look on the map here, is down on the first level. You can see that there is another Death Trooper here, but he doesn't seem to have his gun out or nor around the edge. You can see he's working on something, like maybe on the control panel at the door.
Oh my god.
But I can see him.
You see his elbow, and you see the armor. You recognize that what's it called? Necroplex.
Oh, that's fine. As long as I know he's there, I'll shoot a grenade at him.
Beautiful.
I'll shoot it right next to him.
Ooh,
And I believe I get sneak attack damage. So when you roll this one, Crixus, add a +3 for me.
John B,
Add a
thank you for the raid. Welcome.
So
Are we getting a +1 from Noel right now?
You're getting a +2 to attack from Noel.
Okay, then go ahead and make that a +4.
yeah, no worries. So just a regular frag grenade, right?
Yep, frag, and then add +4 when the window pops up.
So that'll be a
Okay.
26 to land.
Did you add the +4? Oh, you're doing it after that.
just now. Yeah.
Okay,
Plus
cool.
4. He is not aware of you there since he didn't see you there, so that is going to hit. Full damage there, as well as
Sneak attack. So go ahead and roll me 2d6.
2d6. How about an 11?
that is a lot of damage.
So much.
Okay, 31. Okay, so There is only one chance of that then. So I need a d20 from you, Crix, to represent the break DC.
5.
Another one. Okay. So you guys see as Ricky goes down there and looks around and spots like something in there as he seems to look over there and then raises up his grenade launcher and fires another thump. As soon as it hits, you hear the first explosion, then it immediately krakata! It's something detonated. That Death Trooper was planning detonite. You just detonated the detonite. You liquefied him. We're gonna have to roll to see if that door still exists, because that might just be rubble.
I have very unfortunate news.
What's that?
I deal double damage to unattended objects.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely probably coming down. I mean, you guys might go down a level, but hey.
Hey, free movement.
You know?
May I argue that it was being attended by a Death Trooper?
It was, but that's what that roll was because he dealt more HP than the bomb has damage. So the only hope is that at that point it's guaranteed detonation. It's just it might not explode, but there's no roll for his skill. It's like it just the frag, like the Death Trooper survived it. The Death Trooper was like, ow, and it was gonna delay damage. Now he's gonna delay damage, and he's like, oh, this is exploding in my face. It's like, so that's gonna be fun. So go ahead and roll me another 10d6, please, Crix. And this will be treated as Ricky's damage because it's from his.
I'm sorry, 10d6?
10d6.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Let's see a wizard's fireball do that shit.
I mean, 10d6 is pretty standard for fireball, yeah.
Look, I know this.
It is a separate. I'm not trying to like overgoat it, but I mean, it is a separate weapon attack in this stage. So go ahead and add the sneak attack. This is also to the structure, which isn't enough to guarantee destroy, rubble, or collapse your level. So we'll have to roll on both of those. Because one will be a roll to see if they collapse it like they were trying to intend.
You said add sneak attack?
Yeah, add sneak attack. Okay, so 39. So doubled goes to 78. Which, yeah, that's got 100 hit points for the doorway. 200 would be utter collapse of that level of the stairwell, which would be very potentially bad for you because at the top level fell too. That would be a collapse. So we got to do now 2 more d20s. One's for the doorway, one's for the stairwell. Either could happen, and both could happen.
Come on, baby. So first one's 17.
Doorway's down. Stairwell's not.
So we
Alright,
may
we're
have
fighting.
stopped. We may have stopped other. Well, here's the question, right? Why were they planting that detonite?
They want to trap us in.
Is this okay? Yeah, I was about to say. May I make a statement as the last part of my move?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna be like, they're trying to corral us to downstairs, because I don't think I ever got to tell them about the murder machine that's waiting for us down there. Did I? Did I get to tell you guys about the murder machine?
No, not yet.
No, not really.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them know that they're trying to corral us downstairs, and I feel like realistically, that's as much as I could say.
Well, so you guys understand the situation at this point. With that door shut on the first level, you have a door behind you that goes in the second level, and then there's one on the third level. And as far as you know, there's only 3 levels. There might be a roof access on the top level. No one ever
No
investigated.
basement.
But there's no basement on this. Or at least not here. It's not on this stairwell. I'm not gonna say there's not one because I am aware of something else, but this stairwell doesn't go to it. But that door is
are we
shut.
on the ground floor?
No, you're on the first floor.
Okay.
So they've kind of locked you in a stairwell now. Like you guys can go back, but at this point there's a giant pile of rubble down here that's basically like 10 feet of difficult terrain, and probably the first like 10 feet of the stairwell is just gone.
Fun time.
I think Kresh knew I think Kresh knew the moment I said there was a Death Trooper there. I think he knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, it's pretty standard behavior, actually. Like, hey, we're gonna make sure you can't escape this absolute death squad.
Still not a bad move. You killed him. He rolled a natural 1 on his massive damage roll, so that explosion in his face, delayed damage he means he'll be up for a round, but he's not going to get to you in a round. He basically has...
His internal organs are ruptured in his suit.
He would delay damage and probably radio out for help, but that's not going to help him. Like, I mean, actually, technically, he can try to medpack himself, but he's definitely out of the fight. Not really worried about which Death Troopers survive unless you guys somehow do something really weird. Yeah, there you go, Stormy.
Yeah, sorry. I sometimes have trouble visualizing this. So we are on the second landing right here. The enemies are pretty much up here, and this door right here is no good.
Correct.
Okay, easy enough now. Cool.
So does that mean the second floor is technically safe as far as we know?
Yes.
As far as
There
we
was
know.
there was no collapse of the second floor. You guys you felt the explosion tremor, and you hear it for sure. But there's like I mean you were literally right below the detonation point. You probably felt like some of this wall probably shaled, but there might be like a couple like blast holes in the floor out here. But otherwise, yes, you could retreat back to your level. Otherwise, yes, that's your current situation. Noel.
Well, it is Noel's turn. Noel's going to take a quick survey of the situation and just shout out, "Hey, I think second floor is our best bet." And I'm gonna take 5, 10, and can I make a perception check to see if there's any enemies or anything that might have snuck up behind us on the second level?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception.
With a 13.
As you peer out over the edge, it does seem clear down that hall to the other stairwell.
20, 25, 30. I'm assuming no one's firing at me.
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Taking that action dash. Or action sprint, I think it's called in this one.
Double move.
Yeah. And that will conclude my turn.
All right. Okay, that doesn't apply to this one. Nothing for you. I was just double checking on. Make sure there's nothing that anyone did. Miria, you're up.
Indeed. This is really gonna be painful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ricky is in a bad place.
No, it is.
I mean, if I take a full round action to run, I won't be in a bad place anymore.
You're probably going to take one round of attacks, and then I can start screaming at you to give you extra movement speed with my trust ability. But that's going to be delayed another action. Or sorry, another round.
I think I'm willing to burn a reaction to tell Miria, don't worry about Ricky. I'll make sure that he gets into the next room safely and just get out.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna double move too to get up to Noel.
Quick question. These red up on the second level, would these be windows?
Yes, there are windows there.
Would I
They're
be
currently
able to...
shuttered. They keep everything fairly shuttered as they can.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
And the red ones, the windows are a bit more encompassing than just the red. Those are the doors on the first floor, because that basically goes to like what would have been reception.
Okay, easy enough.
On the second level, I'm sure that's just windows, and then struts. I could make a window pattern if you like.
No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you hear some more chatter coming from between them as it goes on to them. So it goes on to one of the ones on basically above you on this level. Moves down to where these ones are. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Seems to be double moving down. As he does get to this point, the one that's right here that seemed to be directing the others forward seems to move up with him and kind of moves, kind of covering his shoulder a bit. He was using Stick Together. Stick Together allows him to move with him. And this one, I gotta double check how this works. I think it might be restricted to a charge, but we will double check its function. Yes, it does. It is limited to when actually doing a charge. So nothing. Oh, I guess he could, because he could charge downhill. So his second move, does that change? No, he couldn't, because he had to take a turn. So yeah, he can't do it. So that one's coming down. But still, they're definitely communicating some, and you can hear some more animated speech from them, but not that you can identify any of it. This one here is going to move down as well. So again, upper levels, so 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it has to double move down, but let's see. They're coming down. So you start, yeah, this one can get all the way down here next to you, Crash, and gets a little bit ahead, but it seems like they're coming in a little bit of a stagger here. He could get here with a bit of movement, but he just slow down a last bit as he levels his gun at you. And that one will be able to fire. He will full auto at you, just like the other did.
Go for it.
.30, I don't believe hits you.
Nope. My reflex is 32.
Okay, so he gets the damage one. It doesn't beat you, so he gets no damage boost. So that big clone boost that you saw the other guys use doesn't... That's their big... Just like the other ones, that's their big damage booster. So... Which I don't think thresholds you, so...
Nope.
Oh, you use your reflex. It missed anyway, so...
Yep.
It is a full auto, so don't forget the half. But
Yep.
if you have any DR, don't forget to apply it.
I'm so glad I have DR right now, Cursive. You have no idea.
I'm glad for you. I'm very scared. Alright, and it looks like the other landing one is also here. So... Oh, I did forget the bonus, but only one other has fired, so that's only one higher. You said you were 32, it doesn't matter. This one comes down, that's 2 that's fired before him. And for each one that's fired, they get a +1, so that is going to be a 19. But this +2, just so I don't have to sit here and gunk up my last 10 rolls. Nope. And he also full autos for 8 damage before your DR.
Sounds good.
So, not going as bad as it could. However, let's see if I can... Miria, give me a use of force. Null or perception.
.31 perception from Noel.
37.
Ooh, nice. Use the force.
Yeah.
These are some good rolls.
Good time to do them. Let me get into one thing as I got to transfer something. Why am I being pinged in that server? Oh, there. I gotta make my... It's okay.
Zombie? No, it's not zombies. We are fighting Deathtroopers at the moment.
Objectively worse than zombies.
Alright, so
Zombies campaign.
Miria, you hear a... you just get a feeling of immense danger. That feels worse than even just the dread. As Noel, you hear the wind up. As there is just what sounds like something's winding up. And then you would see as a string of lasers starts on the right and begins sweeping left. As that Time Mauler must be firing on your level. And it's basically starting a sweep left. Its full auto can't reach you in 1, but that thing is coming like a buzzsaw.
Is this something which is having a like a predictable trajectory, like something I can
Yes.
get stuck under or
'Cause
jump over?
A Time Mauler has one under chin on the left side like thing, so it only can really just spray one across. The only downside is it's not like a stereotypical like minigun. It's fairly accurate. So it's basically just a drill. So this one's kind of just coming across. That's why I said like an angled buzzsaw, because he is down on the ground. But it's very clear they must be radioing your position and they're trying to get you. However, because he can't full auto a cone wide enough to hit you, and he doesn't know how far you got into the room, they just said, sweep the level. So not that you heard that, but that's what he's doing. He's sweeping from the side he knows you're not, and it's coming right at you. So keep in mind, dropping prone will give you a bonus to your AC against it when it comes to it, or you can not easily, but you could outrun it, but the only way back is either towards the lift or towards the stairwell where they are. But it's clear, yeah, they're trying to pincer you in. And there is cover with the walls, which means the bolt has to pierce the wall in order to give you risk. It can do that. You see as it is blasting through a couple of them, but is resisting some. Because the damage on that thing, I think, is rather massive, because it is a starfighter weapon.
With that perception check, would I be able to tell what sections of the walls aren't really being pierced enough? I'm assuming it would be like on the left and right hand sides of each of the window openings for like any sort of like king stuff
Right,
that might
like,
be running through.
Those are the ones that are probably getting blasted out, where like the stuff that's more stable, more part of the wall is probably the ones that I could roll for each individual square to see if it's getting
It's all
pierced,
good.
because it's a chance. It'd be
Yeah, it's all
damaging
good.
every single square. But definitely blowing out all the windows. But that's the Mauler's turn.
Oh,
That
I
one-
see it down there now.
Yep, I'm adding it to the initiative at this stage.
They're
level-
so fucking cool. It's so cool.
I mean, as terrifying as it is, like I think
It's
I know Crash
badass.
can
It's a
appreciate it. This is
goddamn tank. It's such a cool fucking machine, dude.
they're so I hate the only thing it's literally my only complaint about the Empire at War game is that the Time Mauler sucks so hard. Because it's like
It's
but
so cool.
in lore
If
it's
they'd
so
have
much
had
cooler.
if they'd have had these bitches at Hoth, it'd have been a wrap. It'd have been a wrap for the whole rebellion.
They would have been in those trenches, and these Time Maulers would have just like
They'd be
jumped
like,
the edge.
Very cool, bro. Check this shit out.
They're in the prototype. They don't get widely generated until Endor, but they are in production in the fucking Clone Wars. And
Could
so it's
you
like, oh,
imagine if they were at Endor though? They'd rip
supposedly
through
they
tree
were.
lines.
like they're literally like that's like where they're like on set where like they were launched and they were supposed to be down there in the battle, but they just were in the movie, and it's like
Nah,
in the
nah.
but in the I could you imagine in the movie? I guess is my thought, but
Yeah. You know what it'd be like? It'd be like that scene from Predator 1 where they're all shooting into the brush line and then the brush line dissipates. Like, that's what it would be.
if you heard this thing coming, it's literally that scene from Infinity War when all those drill blades come out, and you're like, oh, we're fucked.
Like, oh, that's not good.
You know what I always loved about Hoth is that the entire Rogue Squadron is there. They have X-wings, but they're flying the speeders.
Yeah, like they could literally just fly in the X-wings and probably like blow like the lasers on the X-wings can actually destroy the AT-AT. Like, what? Can't do nothing, buddy.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing in that speeder? You just cost that man his life.
Then you're not limited to ooh, I can only hover. It's like I mean they were still cool. I like the speeders, not gonna lie, but
Yeah, same. I digress. I'm sorry. You showed a picture of a Time Mauler and I had to lose my mind a little. They're
I mean
fucking
honestly, Crash, it makes me happy because I was like, you know, I bet Crix knows exactly what tactics like
they're
like, and
fucking
loves this.
cool. Like, they're cool. I love Death Troopers, love Time Maulers. Why wouldn't I? It's great.
Crash, you are up. The
Yeah, it's my
horror
turn.
continues.
Luckily, there is somewhat of a way out of this. So first thing I'm gonna do. What's the logistics of me lifting Ricky and then running? Like what's the economic logistics of that?
If he's willing, it's a swift action. If he's unwilling, a move action.
And
you have to be within arm's reach.
Right. He's not here. I'm just going to assume that it is a willing action that I pick him up and leave with my better movement.
If it's a move action, you're basically. Well, I mean, honestly, at that point, if they're unwilling, it also turns into a grapple. But I don't think he's wanting to
I don't
stand
think he's going to
his ground
grapple
against.
me.
I forgot I was muted, and two things. One, Ricky is so willing, and two, aren't the Maulers in Battlefront 2 on Kashyyyk?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they're dope
Okay.
as fuck.
Okay,
They're
here's
so
what I'm gonna
dope.
do.
I was geeking out with you that whole time, like making a ruckus in this fucking office, and I forgot I was fucking muted. Dude. It's so dope.
Aww.
They're so fucking dope, dude.
Oh, they're so cool.
Oh, and that makes me wonder if because I was so hoping for like that breath of horror when you realize that this thing's just gunning down the level. Because I was like, what should I do with the Mauler? And I'm like, they totally would mention they're back on the first level, and then yeah, they're like,
As soon as you
Okay.
said Mauler, that's why I was like, oh, because like I knew it was just
So-
like, oh god.
So, Cursive, you said that since he's willing, we know this now. That's a swift action to pick him up, right?
right.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is second wind, right? Which is a swift action. So I'll take 38 and get back to max HP. And then I'm also good on conditions, not that I wasn't. And then because of that, I will actually move. Thanks to Impetuous Move, I will swift action pick up Ricky. And then I will... I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm going to turn my... You can turn regular actions into swift actions, right?
Yes.
Okay, and does it break into 1 or 2? It's important.
Two. Because
Two?
the regular turns into a move, turns into it, and then a move turns into two.
Okay. Then my native swift using for second wind, I'm going to turn my regular action into 2 more swift actions. One of those is to pick up Ricky, and then where's the door to get to the second floor? Is it here?
It's where the X is still. It's just on your level.
Okay, perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So I can get just clear of the doorway with my movement, if I'm correct. Yes, and that would put Ricky next to me, right? It would put me just inside the doorway.
You could get what I'm going to need from you is an acrobatics to either lunge the steps, but keep in mind you're going difficult terrain going back up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're good. You don't need to apologize. It's just you should be able to get near there. You could drop Ricky on the landing.
How far can I get with just my native movement? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because going downhill is not difficult terrain. It's difficult if you charge or run down it, because then you might stumble. But it's not difficult terrain unless you're going up it, which then you're going against, you're going uphill.
No, I'm just trying to get to the second floor door to get where Miria and Noel are. So I'm not splitting the party fighting Deathtroopers.
No, this is...
So then with my 6 movement, I could go, 1 to get diagonal 1, and then come up?
Yeah, so then that would be 1, 3, 5, and then 6. You could do another diagonal, so you'd be just at the landing, and you could drop him off at the landing.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will drop Ricky ahead of me. And then my other swift action, I'm going to use Harm's Way on Ricky.
Yeah, because those guys are right there next to you then. Like that guy,
Yeah.
You're literally moving within arm's reach of him.
I don't have a choice. This is the closest we can get to the second floor.
Yeah, I understand. They're all point blank with you. It's like it's kind of the situation it has to be.
Yeah, so I'm using Harm's Way on Ricky. So for you as well as a reminder, and as well as everybody else if they're curious, basically I'm using a swift, right? And I'm shielding a single adjacent ally from attacks, and I'm taking the damage and ill effects in their stead.
I need 1 defense number from you, because as you do come across that area, you do see as the Death Trooper kicks out his leg, and it's basically trying to just trip you right there with Ricky still in your arms as you go to set him down. Basically, as you move from...
So what do you need from me?
I need to know your grapple -2. Or not -2, excuse me, +10. I don't know why I got the -2.
My grapple +10?
Yes, because he's trying to trip you.
My grapple +10 is 28.
28? Let's see what he adds. He rolled well.
I'll be back.
He adds 15. So 31. So before you get a chance to utterly drop Ricky, although I will say it's a free action to drop, so you could let him go. You are brought down prone on... Oh, I can't move you on my player copy. Got my DM copy. Oh, shit! Just trying to draw the cone of fire where it's at yet. Where it started and where it's at. Moving left. So you are dropped here, and you're dropped prone. And you can put Ricky down wherever you like. You are prone.
I will put him... It's not great. I'll put him, here. Since I got dropped. How far can I put Ricky, actually? Is it still
within
just
arm's reach, or in the...
Yeah.
You could take it... If you had an action left, you could throw him, but...
No, I don't have an action left. Yeah. Then there, because that puts me directly between him and the line of fire. So...
Yeah, it's ugly, but... Oh my god, I know exactly what's about to occur in this...
Yeah, so do I. It's fine. But I did use Harm's Way. I'm just going to emphasize that a lot, because...
No, I know, but I mean, honestly, if you're prone, they can... I'll tell you out of character, because their turn's coming right up. It's like you're an easy target, because they can get higher ground straight above you.
Yeah.
So you're probably about to get firing lined.
Oh, yeah. I'm here for it, Cursive. I'm ready. Don't worry. That's why I got my health full. I knew I was going to take a bunch of damage. That's my turn. Let's see it.
Yeah, you can hear the voice, and like the Death Trooper, you know that whichever one's commanding it, it's not always the one you're hearing it from, even, as they use that as an intimidation tactic, because they gesture, not even gesture, because you wouldn't see that, but they definitely seem to be referring to the fact that just occurred as a bit more heightened command between the syllables. As this one out of the door comes out, and they all seem to be lined up, moving to the edge, aiming their guns down. So it looks like they're about to...
Let's have it, baby.
Crash.
Let's have it.
All right. Still, it's all 1 full round, so there's been 3 strikes at that, so they're on 4. All right, so let's get back to the attack roll. He has higher ground, so this is going to be with a +4. First of all, does a 36 hit you?
It's gonna hit. It doesn't matter which one I use.
It's actually a 42 because you're prone. That sucks. This also sucks. Does a 35 hit you?
Yes.
Actually,
so I'm using my reflex, obviously.
Oh wait, this one doesn't confirm. Doesn't even matter. I could just use that for the second attack, I suppose. The first one crit. Luckily, their
I'm
damage isn't
going
terribly.
to-
Oh, go ahead.
I can use this after a roll is resolved. I will use a destiny point to negate that.
Okay. Yeah, so in that case, it's probably just striking like.
Oh my god.
So I think thematically, I mean, I know it's usually more attached, but just with the no, that's too comic. I don't like that. But there's a point that just kind of glances off your helmet. It's like that probably should have been your head.
Okay.
Nicely
Way
spent,
better.
Noel. That because that would have ramped the others. The
Yeah,
second
I
one
know.
is still gonna be a normal hit
Yep.
because that one's gonna be that's a 35 before the ramping one. They can only get a max of a 5 from each other because they don't like ramp to other turns. But once they've all begun firing, they're all firing. So that one fires, crits, miss, but then it gets turned into a miss. It's negated rather, but so that one doesn't count towards the order. So they're still on just a 3. So that one's gonna have a 3. Roll. What is your AC? Because I do need to know before the prone. I'll handle the prone aspect.
You're fine. Honestly, I think I'd rather use my fortitude for this.
Okay. I mean,
Uh,
it's also thematic.
yeah, it's 36.
Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, that is gonna hit. Let me double check their talent though, because coordinated barrage I think needs the reflex.
If it does, then my reflex is 32, which is still pretty
well,
okay.
it doesn't change whether it hits or miss. It's basically whenever they beat it by so much, they add damage, and
Okay.
so it's just you compare the roll. So even though it might miss, their damage roll would go up. So this coordinated barrage, that's how they take down ships because then they add damage even though it technically might be missing because the ships have no reflex defense. They're like 10s. All right. So 38, and that does beat by 2 sets, so that's going to put it up to 5d8 plus. Still 5, so it's not adding there, but.
I've been building my character to take obscene amounts of damage. It's okay.
So that one's the turn 38 one's hit is 34 damage.
Okay. Apply.
Oh, you did tank it with your. Oh no, but it did beat the one. That one's actually going to be full damage.
Yeah, no worries. So 34 before DR.
Yes, before DR. And 38 is the one against the railing here, as they're just kind of leaning over and just. They're not full autoing, they're just taking a careful shot as they all try to basically shoot you on the ground. Which does go to Ricky before more of them do it, but it definitely seems like they're coordinating now to try to fully take Kresh out.
So I took 34 and 38?
No, just 34, because
Okay,
the other one got
okay.
canceled.
Just making sure.
So it's
Pretty
either
easy.
die to Deathtroopers or die to Mahler right now.
I mean, it's a horrifying situation, yeah.
In case you don't know, our party is split right now.
Let me take a look at my chat, make sure I'm not neglecting. Oh,
Hey.
Sin was
Hey, will you make sure I have 2 thermal detonators real quick?
Sure. In 1 sec. Thermal detonators.
They'll be towards the top of the list. Yep.
You, in fact, have exactly 2 thermal detonators.
That's what I thought. I've been saving them for the appropriate moment. So, so I can see up to the top of those stairs, right?
yeah, you can see like your vision would end at this square pretty much. Like you can see this guy leaning over it, but there's a railing there. But you can see that.
Could somebody quickly remind me of the radius of thermal detonators? Because I am pretty sure it's different than regular
I
grenades.
think they're 4 radius as
Finding.
opposed to 2. Are they 5?
I'm finding. 1 second.
Oh, you're finding. Yeah, I'm bad. I misheard.
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't want to load.
Saga edition. Thermal detonator.
I'm mad at myself. I went to type. I was like, why can't I find it? It's because I typed
is-
thermal detonator.
Yeah, is a 4 square burst radius, and they do 8d6.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one of my thermal detonators up there up there.
All right.
Yeah, right there.
Where are you throwing it? Right here?
Yep, that's the spot.
Okay. Curious if you see this.
Yep. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4. That's gonna get all of them.
Okay, I don't know if I have an actual roll attack for that. What was
Hey, you're
the
fine,
damage on
buddy.
it?
The damage is 8d6.
8d6. Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to dice roll that.
You're fine.
Are you gonna move beforehand so you can sneak attack it, or are you just throwing it from where you are next to Crash, or what are you gonna do?
Nope. I'm just throwing it now because I think my movement would have to account for me hopping out of his arms, so I don't think I can actually pull
He
off.
dropped you.
I dropped you. Yeah.
Oh, you
you're on
dropped
the
me?
ground.
He dropped you because that's a free action.
I am using harm's way right now, Ricky, which means that I'll also be taking damage for you if you're adjacent to me, but you should probably get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, then I'm not going to take my movement yet. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it. That's going to deal a lot of damage to the structural integrity of the stairs, too, I
Yep,
imagine.
because I'm gonna also be. It's gonna be another break check because I told you that it's basically every doorway has 100 hit points. The stairwell itself has 200.
So if I could, real quick, I have to dip out for like a solid 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to say I'm throwing that thermal detonator. I'm trying to, deal as much damage to those troopers while destroying the stairs so they have to get up and shit. And then I would like to book it out of for 4 squares. That's as fast as I can move, I think.
So cursive for thrown weapons like this, it's Dex mod plus BAB, and then the D20 roll, right? Okay.
Yes.
So do I just
He's
do
just
slash
aiming for
R?
I think you guys have
Slash
it.
R space. I mean, if
One
you roll the
D20
D20, we
plus
can
10.
figure it out from there because like.
Yeah, you just add 10.
It's...
I'm sorry, that's meant for me to him, but you get the point. It's 17.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. Unfortunately, their AC even against reflex is quite high, but still, that's a lot of damage, and the structure itself is the one that I'm actually interested in.
Be 21 damage.
Okay. Rolls to 42. So that could take out a wall, but unlikely to take out the stairwell itself. So that's going to be 10 damage each of them, which a couple of them already took 10, so the blast definitely ricochets some shrapnel and piece of the buildings down past them as each of them is going to take 10 damage, adding to those that already took 10. So we have it. Anything else?
He said he wanted to move, trying to get through to where Noel and Miri are.
Okay.
As close as he could get with his movement.
That'd
He has
be
4
one
squares.
without triggering, maybe. He doesn't want to get tripped by a stormtrooper.
He definitely doesn't want to do that.
So then that'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So straight down. So he could get right on the other side of the door.
Cool.
I mean, theoretically, he could do that and then throw the grenade, because then at least he gets a sneak attack because he has skirmisher.
Yeah.
Sure.
That makes
Yeah,
complete sense.
he totally did that. That's exactly what he said he wanted. That was his exact wishes.
That's what I was trying to lead into. And he said, "No, I don't want." And I was like,
He totally did. Here, I'll tell you what. Have the sneak attack, cursive. Why don't you just have this
"Yeah,
quick
go for
little
it.
2d6?
Yeah, it just happened to happen. It's just
Oh
happened
shit!
to
I'm
happen.
sorry. Ricky's finger slip. That's crazy.
So now that guarantees the walls there are broken, which actually is a very important roll that might change your strategy if this rolls high. So roll me a d20. We're doing a break check. I'll tell you right now that wall there on the upper level is getting weakened.
Can I
my
add a
gosh.
force point to make it
That-
break more?
Yo, if
I
that
mean, you know
wall-
what's active right now is a certain chat.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can give him a force point.
If
Yeah,
that
you're right.
wall breaks, that may take out just that whole prefab section. Here, let me take
And
a
give you an
look.
exit that the Time Mauler's not looking at.
Yeah.
But where'd it go? Oh well, okay.
Oh, I deleted it. I can redraw it if you want me to.
No, you're good. I just thought I was like, what just happened? I was like, it was whatever you did with your
No!
mouse. Whatever you did with your mouse. Well, this is an attack roll still, so you're getting stuff from Stormy.
Yeah.
Stormy. This is gonna be fun because I get to add my intelligence modifier on any force point check made for attack. So that's +3 on mine and +3 on yours. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the additional +2 you get for a roll to attack. 14, 15, 16 off, or sorry. So I rolled a 5, you rolled a 3, so that's 8. And then you get an additional +6 off of my int bonus, and then an additional +2.
What's the total, Stormy? Added to the roll from.
So 5. So I'm gonna include the force points in this 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11,
Add the
12,
force points to
14,
whatever you're doing. Don't include the roll.
14.
I mean, you can say the roll too. Just make sure you're
16.
clear.
So
16. So
16.
22.
Yeah, it's a +16.
Very nice. So yeah, with that, and then I am going to ask for another roll for that, because if that much structure is coming down, even though you haven't done enough HP damage to take down the structure, the support structures are taking it. Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't collapse, but you blow out the wall. And let's see, he went in this section, so that's a 4. So we'll go with 3 squares are now gone, as you see open daylight. And
Where is
you've
it
now
at?
created a. I'm gonna draw it in a second. I'm getting my freehand tool up. So that was there. So it'll be there, 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 and there. It's now blown out. Floor.
These death troopers are between me and freedom, huh?
Freedom.
They all kind of recoil as they look. One glances back and sees that as they just seem to continuing. But yeah.
Okay, you just hear a low a low grumbling chuckle coming from Crash being shot on the ground.
Just looking up and you see daylight streaming in the stairwell as you realize what's there.
Yeah.
That's a good use of a thermal detonator. All right.
Damn right it was.
All right. Noel, you're up.
Oh boy. I think Noel's gonna actually start moving back.
It just sees the laser coming, just like Han Solo scene. Check.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna get right here in this corner, because this corner probably has a column on it, which would be pretty strong against whatever's happening. And Noel's going to shout, because I can't see anyone right now, so I don't have much to do. Noel's gonna shout out, "Hey, Crash, if you can hear me, you gotta trust me. You gotta get out of there. Let Ricky blow the place up." And giving you an extra standard action on your turn.
Just a bloody thumbs up.
He's like, I got it. Just hope they don't. All right. So Miria, assuming that's it, Noel.
That will be it.
Miria, you are up.
Yeah, let's see. Things change quickly.
Oh shoot.
What's up?
I'm sorry. I forgot to go prone. That was the other thing I was gonna do. I had
Yeah, I'll allow that, because
okay.
yeah,
Sorry about
you
that.
can definitely die prone. Probably more like you're like kind of crouching, like on your haunches at the pillar kind of thing, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I'm just checking ranges. 1, 2, 3, 6. Fuck it. We ball, right?
Fuck it, we ball.
All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 1 movement, and then I'm going to use. Shoot, it's not an enemy. We'll check other one.
Don't let me stop you, Miria. I'm just typing that there so it's not interrupting your turn.
No, you're good. Sorry, I read a power and I didn't see that it was a valid target, so I gotta check.
That saves the neighbors are checking real estate options, yo. Like, hey, I heard Alderaan's nice. Didn't they get time Alders on Alderaan? No, let's go.
I'm going to use Surge.
Ooh, good things usually follow Surge.
So that will give me a plus 30 on jump checks and increase my speed by 6 squares.
Okay.
So I'm going to come around Ricky, and I'm going to try to jump over several of the Death Troopers. Can I get here?
Potentially. That's the determination of the check.
And it does count as a running start. Jump check. Okay. 30 on top of 30.
Natural 22. Look at that. Just fucking. This is the Anakin jump, the one where it's like, I'm gonna swing my saber vertically because there's no logical reason to do it, but we're doing it.
So I guess I'm just landing up here now.
The funny thing is, draw fire is still active, which is amusing. Where was the draw fire roll? Did I miss it?
So actually, he did in harm's way, not draw fire.
Oh yeah, in harm's way. That's what it was. Making sure Ricky's okay. Okay, so that means I can't change their tactics based on the imminent lightsaber threat.
Yeah, I imagine that's the case, but you know, it looks like we got to cut our way through these guys now. So, it's unfortunately that is my entire turn.
All right. You can definitely hear a rather decisive order again. Seems to be just coming through. Almost two different voices of them at once as it just scrambles it between them. But in any case, just set strategy they're going to do. Let's see, what's their ordering? They can do that. So the first two seem to wait a blink as they were stepping up to shoot Crash, but instead snap their gun up to you. But the first one actually delays turn. Second one delays as well, as they seem to be waiting for one particular thing.
Yeah.
Which is...
I said, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what they're about to do?
No, but I know it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that is not the move tool. That is a draw tool.
Although it may hurt one of them.
This one 5 foot steps back, and then kind of with a little sort of like reserved stance on their gun as they try not to extend it. As they seem to, but they begin to full auto you at this point, which seems weird as they might want more accuracy, but they know Jedi. They know what to do. But dodge it all. So all right. So for that, sorry, I just had to double check something there. All right. So the first one, 36.
Yeah, that is.
You saw from Crash that that's a crit.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a destiny point. Let's just not even
like, hey, fuck you and your crit.
Such a good idea, to be honest.
Probably just the lightsaber just kind of like sending it out the window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it utterly negates it, so there's no half because it's as if the attack never occurred. Is how they word it. So it's like, all right then, because I had to look it up to see if like they still got bonuses for making the attack. Mm-hmm. No, they don't. So it's as if it never occurred. Even though the attack is expended, which is also fun in case they have limited armor or ammunition.
Yes, that.
All right, this one does not have room to do that. Does not. So instead, but he's going to continue on it as the one that tripped Crash steps down a little bit, actually towards Ricky, but he's going to step away this way just to get a better angle towards you, and then he's going to full auto that way. 27.
Which
actually, no, that one's not 27. Excuse me, I apologize. I shouldn't. No, yep, that is 27. I apologize.
Okay, that would be a miss, but also I'm going to use deflect. And actually, I'm going to try to redirect shot, but first let's see if the deflect works. .32 beats his.
Okay.
And then redirect. The shot allows you to redirect a deflected blaster bolt so that it damages another creature object. Once per round, when you successfully deflect, you can make an immediate ranged attack against another target in which you have line of sight. So I'm going to hit the one right next to me.
Okay. Basically, he's going to bounce off the blade and potentially hit the Death Trooper.
And I believe it uses the lightsaber for accuracy.
Yes. It's his damage.
So 32.
Look at that. All right, that does hit him. Did you shoot that blue bolt right into his gut? So that one. Man, I am impressed so far, guys. Keep it up. All right, so that is. Go ahead and roll 3d. In his case, you have not. So 3d8 plus 5. Nice hit. Okay. That one seems to be bracing himself a little bit, as that definitely hurt him, but he seems to be kind of ignoring it for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then this other one that also delayed its turn is also going to full auto at you.
There.
Oh, but that was a... Isn't there something for a deflect with full auto?
Yeah, on a miss, it does no damage.
Okay. Good. So the next one's firing, same thing. Natural 1. So guaranteed miss.
Yeah. I suppose I will just take another deflect with the -5.
Yeah, because you're going to beat his roll. That is kind of... Oh, man. I love it. Force is on your guys' side.
I like it. And the destiny. The destiny's on our side.
Yeah, you guys have spent 2 destiny points, and it feels like it. I love it. All right. Are you deflecting another, or can you deflect another attack? There's only 1 per round.
You can keep doing it at a -5 penalty each additional time.
For the attacks?
For the deflect roll is an additional -5 for each one during the round.
No, I know that for the deflect. I was just wondering, is this being deflected? Am I waiting for you? Or
Oh, redirect is only once a round.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure since you had it up. All right, so that goes on to the Mauler. You guys have survived the bulk of that turn. And the Mauler itself actually is going to be... Noel, you're going to see a pretty much non-threat here as you go for the cover. And you're a very clever guy and more clever by every level. You'd see as they stop firing as it reaches this arc. Which, actually, when I draw it, will probably become very clear exactly why. And they let it go.
I don't think it drew.
Oh, maybe if I hit
Hold on one
escape
second.
first.
Yeah, okay, that makes 100% sense. Yeah, I was waiting for that thing to just continue going and take down the rest of the stairwell, but... Okay.
They probably don't want to kill their own guys, maybe.
They probably... That might also tell you where they know their troops are, at least on the first level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, at that angle, that would definitely be going through the floor of the second level, so, I mean... You do hear as it goes through there, as you hear, like, the telltale kind of warbling of the comsat going up in smoke, and some of the munition in the apartments going up. I would say it's very likely at this stage that the missile launcher is toast.
Oh, well.
I mean, that wasn't your guys' priority anyways. It's just it's theme.
Yep.
But that's all the Mauler's going to do right now. So luckily, got out of that one. Kresh, you're up. You're on your belly. Almost got shot in the face again.
I forget, did Stormy give you the extra action?
Yes, he has an extra standard this turn. Kresh, if you are speaking, you're muted, but I know
He said bio BRB.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
It's your
Welcome
turn.
back.
You have an extra standard action, so don't forget it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and they're positioned exactly how I like them. Yes, this
Miria
is
did
a
great.
good
You
day.
missed it. Miria has deflected two auto fires at her, and then Destiny pointed another one and then redirected one right into the belly of one of the Deathtroopers. It is actually
That's
it's a
amazing.
swing.
That's amazing.
After jumping over all of them.
Yeah, she jumped over all the Anakin style.
God, like I don't know. So Kresh went from a bloody thumbs up hearing Noel to just seeing Miria travel through his field of vision. Being
Hello
like,
there.
wow, it's one of those kind of days. And
It's,
then,
it's literally the Obi-Wan. Hello there.
Hey, Crash,
So-
when you make your attack rolls, do not include any bonuses. I may be rolling force points for you as well, so just let me add the bonuses for you.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
You are
I
still
wouldn't
prone,
use.
which will take getting up.
Yeah,
Which keep on eats up half of a move action in this one, not your full move action.
that's perfectly fine, cursive. Okay. Yeah, I would like to get up.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Half your squares rounded up.
Okay. So that'll be. You said half my squares rounded up.
Yep.
Okay. I have 6 squares. Does that take 4 movement?
Well, that would take 3 movement.
Just
to get
3.
Up, so.
Okay. You said rounded up, so it's like, is it just half or is it okay?
Because half of 6 would be 3 on the dot. So
I
there's
know
no
my
rounding.
shapes, cursive. So so out of this cluster of 3, did I see any of them take damage or become injured?
Oh, the one directly south of Myria took a pretty decent bolt. They seem to be. You would recognize delayed damage. It literally hurt so much. He's like, aha, and this seems to be ignoring it, which means
Very
he's probably
cute.
not long for this world.
Yeah. And then these 2, they seem to be in good shape.
They've taken a lot of shrapnel to their backsides because they've taken at this point. Both of those took 3 explosions.
Right. What about this
Fuck those
fella?
guys.
What about this fella here?
That one took the thermal detonator and almost nothing else. They did seem to do something odd this last round, as they seem to be trying to, like, it looks like they are peppering. I don't know. They just seem to behave a little differently. You notice, but
Interesting. Is he the one that tripped me?
yes,
That's cool. So, half my move, right?
yes.
I'm just gonna 5 foot over. If you like a climb
Can't
check, or
5
something,
foot
it's
there.
fine.
I would allow you to 5 foot as part of your like getting up to the one south of that. The 5 foot step that you're going through a railing at that stage.
Okay. So yeah, I'll 5 foot to here.
Like, I would allow a normal character to like make an acrobatics to go through it, but armor. It's like that. That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
feel like
fair.
something you'd be able to do.
So I 5 footed. Just
You guys are gonna hear some beeping.
It's
yeah,
fine.
5 footing negates you having a move action, right?
You just can't take a move. You still have your move action. So like if you want to do something as part of a move action or use your move action, you're welcome to. You just can't take a move action to move now.
How?
You used half a move action to stand up.
Yeah, but that's different. He just because that's not actually.
Yeah, I
You can't.
gotcha.
Once you've taken a 5 foot, you can no longer, apart from causing a fall, but you can't like you. That's like the exception is you can't cause yourself to move any squares.
Right. I'm sorry. Could I reset? Just get back to here after standing
Take it
up.
back.
Okay. What I want to do, cursive, is end up in this square, right?
Okay.
So,
So you could 5 foot straight south, or not 5 foot, move straight south and then move northwest, and that would cost you 3 move. And then you're there.
that would be perfect. I'm gonna do that. And now that I'm here, I would like to. I'm gonna attempt to cleave these guys, but that means that was my move. I'm gonna swift action and go into a rage.
Nice.
I
I would like to rage.
would like to rage. I have. What does he have? 6 intelligence? I have 6 intelligence. I know what I'm doing.
Wrong. Big of heart, dumb of ass.
I think whenever I get here, I'm gonna like kind of giggle, and then you'll just hear my universal translator be like, "Miria, do you remember what happened on Felucia?" And then I'm gonna start cleaving.
Chainsaw noises intensify.
Right. I'm gonna Argrok this guy in the south first.
Okay. Roll it up.
Be a 28 to hit for 34 damage. That's no bonuses and Noel's adding if he's adding any.
Let's see.
I
You're gonna
apologize.
get-
That is actually 30 to hit
30
and
to hit.
34 damage. Yeah, it's the rage. Sorry.
You're gonna get a 32 on that.
It is an option for you. I mean, it is a little bit of difficult terrain because it's a 5 foot one. It would be a 5 foot acrobatics, which I think you would be able to manage. It doesn't take an action. You could charge if you wanted, because that basically you like jumping into that final square. And then,
Oh, really?
yeah, because that was 10 foot of movement. That's all you need for a charge.
Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry, I mean cookie dough. Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Man, I need to buy cookie dough next time I go to the grocery store. That sounds amazing. God damn.
Rose made cookies the other day. These are great.
I want one.
Do I need to re-roll?
No.
Want me to re-roll?
That's just literally just say you're opting to take the accuracy penalty. Because I'll tell you right this point, you're already at a hit, so I'm not. It's not like I'm.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
being
Well, then
nice,
that
it's just-
adds literally that's 38 damage to this first guy.
Okay. So. Let me double check. You see. That's a hit. Continue on.
He's still alive?
He's still alive.
Here I was hoping you were gonna say, "Oh, Crash, you hit him so hard that everybody believed you'd be super attractive, and it was super cool."
You got a second standard action.
I do.
You could technically cleave these fuckers twice, which is the funniest shit ever.
Right.
I'm gonna definitely mute for like 3 minutes or so.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah, it sucks. I was hoping to get kill him, cleave into the next one, then move up, and then do that.
I get what you were trying to do. It's just the unfortunately he only took the blast radius of the one thermal detonator, so he's only taken 10 damage prior to this. So he's 48 damage taken.
Honestly, that's fine. That's okay though. Tell you what, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna swing again. I'm gonna swing at him one more time.
Yeah, hit him again.
Crit, 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 crit. Okay, not a crit, but still.
So that's a 30 to hit for 31 damage.
32 to hit.
32 to hit. All right. 31 damage, you said?
31.
That goes up to 79 taking damage. Let me double check his HP.
He's still up. I'm gonna fucking freak out.
I am sorry. He is. Oh, wait. I forgot one thing. The first hit would have thresholded 1. The second hit would be threshold 2. No, he is down.
Haha!
He does. He only delayed damage, so that's not gonna help.
His delay damage?
He does, but he already used it, so he can't do it again.
Oh, good.
Down he goes.
Did you ever
Take your
trip
next
me
hit.
again? Did you ever trip me again?
Keep your hand off my feet. You touched
Make me
the
look
armor!
stupid.
You touched the armor!
Wait, if you knocked him down, you can cleave.
That's his goal.
That's exactly
I
what I'm doing.
gotcha.
Yep. So I'm gonna cleave. I'm gonna smack this other man right here in my corner.
Crit, crit, crit.
I did!
Oh my gosh.
Did I just come back to a crit?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I was
sure did.
chanting crit and he crit. I love it.
Fuck yes.
Someone clip it. Someone clip it.
Oh, that was so good. All right, so 56. Is there any added damage that's not added to your damage already? Because we got to add that to the
The
crit.
+2, right?
Yes, that is a +2 damage, +2 to
Okay, so
attack.
another 4. So another 4 damage on that then.
Yep.
So that goes to 60 even, which is oh my god, that is. Let's see their threshold. That is 1, 2, 3 thresholds in one hit. That's an instant kill. You took his head crash.
The
My
head falls
boy.
down the stairs, right?
I mean, yeah, that head's
I
rolling
think,
down.
I think
That's-
I'd probably point at it and be like, Ricky, grab his helmet so we can get comms.
Am I still in the stairway?
You're in
You're
in
at the
the second
doorway.
floor doorway. You're here now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's dead. I'm trying to think. Do I have any economy left? No. Move to stand up. One action.
You,
Two
you
action.
did the double standard action, but I mean, you took out 2 Deathtroopers, man.
I did do that. I was just making sure because if I had another Swift, I was gonna draw fire. That's it for me. Crash plays no games.
All right.
Now they're rethinking their decision to refocus on the Jedi.
Yeah, they're like, man, we should have killed that fucking guy. Jeez. I mean, it's very likely they have full docs on you guys. They probably know, like, man, these all suck for targets, guys.
I mean, I can understand getting distracted by a Jedi, but never lose focus.
I mean,
of
yeah,
the
it's someone with a lightsaber next to 2 people, and it's like, if I attack you, I don't trigger. If I don't attack you, I trigger, and I lose my arm to then attack. It's kind of a no-brainer. Because their ability only is if the range target is the one they're attacking. Doesn't trigger. So it's like, well, gotta shoot you.
That, makes sense.
They are fully about to give Felucian right now, though. They have
That's
Miriam
the
on one
good,
side
man.
and I'm on the other one. Oh, dude.
There's just this one man at the top who's just like, huh.
He's about to watch a whole ass horror movie, to be honest with you.
All the
You know-
same, he has bonuses to attacking Miria. Because he can, he'll 5 foot back.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, Chris, you know who else has cleave?
I certainly do.
28 to you, Miria. Full auto again.
28. I have a 29 reflex.
So that will be a miss. If you deflect, it'll be no damage.
Can I beat it with a -10? Technically, I can, so I might as well try.
And you do.
No, with -10, it's
Oh.
22.
Oh, I thought it was applied. I apologize. I thought. Oh, there's no iterative button on these sheets. I apologize. Okay, yep. So that one will do half damage. Let me get there. but no one else is hit, so he's getting absolutely no damage bonuses. All the scary shit of these guys. I literally said to Crash beforehand when we were talking about Deathtroopers, I was like, the scariest thing is if they get because they know it. They know exactly what their strategy was opening day, which was focus either Ricky or focus either Noel, because they know hitting Miria and Crash. If they know you guys, they're like, those two are going to be well armored, and our strategy is not as effective. We can take them down, but not if those fuckers are pecking us down, and we could probably kill them in one round. But then it's just like we don't get one round. We just get to die.
So that's half damage, 8.
Yes, half damage, 8.
Okay.
And then that is one more Death Trooper. Ooh, they are so communicating, and they don't seem to be. I mean, you don't see any of them make a step like they're going to be retreating, which I mean, that's fairly standard, fair for most stormtroopers, let alone Death Troopers.
Right.
So in their defense, they really can't, or they'll be shot. So
yeah, it's like the armor will immediately know that it's occurring, and even if they somehow didn't, like, just get shot by the Mauler, the Mauler's like, "Oh, you fuckers!" Like, all right, so this one here is right next to Miria. Can't 5 foot up. 5 footing down seems like also a bad plan. Who knows? Let's see. He's literally just kind of like, there's that moment. But yeah, it literally comes down to... She's been unhit, but at the same time, yeah, they're focus firing, and he does get that big bonus to all of his buddies. So we're gonna do that. Oh, I didn't factor that. That damage would have been higher because that was 2 people. Yeah, 2 people who full autoed you. Because you negated 1.
Yes.
So that would have been 6 higher on his attack roll. So 28 was actually 34. Did that hit at all?
A 34 would hit, yes.
By how much?
By 5.
What's your AC? By 5?
29.
Okay, so that actually would have been more damage than they needed because they had 2d6 or 2d of whatever they have for every 2 they beat your reflex by. So that would have been 4 more d6 of damage that then get halved. Which I apologize, but that is their strat, and I need to make sure I'm...
All right.
So 8.
8 more?
It would have been 30. Yeah, 8 more. That's...
Okay.
All right, and this one is on the same round.
Never apologize for having integrity.
That's kind of you to say. I appreciate it. All right, so this one is doing the same as they're trying to commit to it at this point, but there's definitely that look of like that they know the shit's hitting the fan. Oh my god. All right. Well, you know that's critical threat.
Is there any rule about spending more than 1 destiny point?
Nope.
Okay.
You can even do it in the same round.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Yeah, negated, which thematically I imagine is just you're just going ham on the deflections, like probably getting tired.
Yeah.
You're just like, this is.
I'm doing the Jedi Last Stand.
Deadpool. It's Deadpool.
Yes.
You know, just like
And then all the blood shows up on his.
they're just a. Ow! I love that in the second movie so much. It's so good. It's like, oh, throwbacks to the bad one. All right, yeah, that pretty much eats his turn because he's not moving down closer to the Wookiee. He's like, nah, you can take a move action and step up here, boy.
Oh, I
Because that's also why he's not moving there because he's triggered from the Jedi. He's like, here I am. Hey, remember that stack up me and the guys were doing where we looked all tactical? Yeah, what happened? Oh, they're dead. I mean, there's a guy next to me at least. He's Ricky.
Okay. So, what are the logistics of me hacking comms in this helmet?
It's still a check. It's a hostile computer with a what's it called? A hardened system, which is a hard check. What's your rank? I don't need a roll. What's your rank in computer tech? Because you would know what a hardened system is.
I want to say it's 18. Can I get a confirmation on that?
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, I forgot I'm Ricky today.
Also,
You are the tallest and shortest man at the same time.
I don't,
It's a lot of responsibility.
I don't know if Ricky heard the situation with the wall being blown out.
Yes,
Oh,
Ricky,
right.
Did you hear your thermal detonator actually blew out the wall on the level above you?
No,
you
I had
threw
to
it,
go
blew out
babysit
the 4
teenagers.
sections.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we're going for the hole in the wall.
Because Ty Muller's
Okay.
not on that side. They're probably aware of it, but
Yeah. What am I looking for? I apologize.
tech
Use
education.
computer.
Or use
Sit-
computer, yeah.
Use computer. Use computer is 17.
Okay, so you would know that the
17? I am encumbered.
So you would know the you would know that the baseline DC of a hardened system of an imperial system like that would be a 30. In your wheelhouse, just doing a round difficult, not impossible.
Yeah, I'd have to get a 15 plus. Well, I guess technically, a 13 plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can use Null for that. So, I will use Null for that. Or can I? Can I use Null for that? Does he have to be like right next to me or something?
No,
You could hold your turn.
Well, I am close to you, but not necessarily. It oddly enough doesn't really specify.
Well, that's great. Okay, so then I will use Null for that, and I'll go
I
ahead.
would warn the one thing to you, Ricky, just so you know, is that the specifics of the communications on the Death Trooper specifically does scramble unless you have the active code, i.e. the guy in the suit. So like you'll get it for a round per check. You'll have to keep either doing like chasing down their scrambler, or you'll at least get the round of what they're communicating.
Sounds like it's gonna take too long. Fuck that. There's a hole in the wall that I can run to.
Yes.
Okay, let's where over there in the corner. Okay, cool.
blue.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the light
And
blue
that's
is basically skylight coming through it. It was like cracked, and then we rolled the DC, and people pulled out the stops to make sure that wall blew open. It was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any baddies in between me and that wall?
Yes.
Two of them.
Two of them?
Right south of Miria, right there. Those two are right where they look to be.
I'm gonna zoom in for you, bud.
Oh yeah,
that's so helpful. Okay.
I apologize. I thought you were at least seeing it. I didn't know that you didn't see. There are two south of Miria, north of Crash, on a stairwell between you and them.
All right.
They're
I'm
side
gonna
by side, so
move
you can't
up.
really get by.
I'm gonna move up to the square bottom left of Crex.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot the trooper on the left with my ascension gun after I get a good drop.
All right.
And I should be getting +4 on that roll.
Okay.
If you would be so kind, my best friend.
So that'll be a 19 to hit with that +4.
Will you kindly move my character to the bottom left of you as well?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. A 19 to hit. I would like to use a force point.
Okay.
Okay.
Gain an additional +3 on that force point.
That'll be 9 with the force point.
Okay. So the 19 turns to a 28, you said?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Anything further?
Nope. If that hits, I get sneak attack. That's it.
Unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Damn. All right, that's fine. That's all I can do. My buddies are too close for me to throw grenades. So.
Fair enough. That puts us to Noel.
Noel is going to use movement speed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And Noel's going to see this. Ooh, no, Kresh is going to want to try to cleave that one and this one. So, Noel's going to say to Kresh, like, hey, why don't you do that again? Trust me on that, and giving him another standard action on his turn.
I don't know, Chris. Do you trust him that hitting them with the Argarok again is a good idea?
You can't see my face, but I'm doing the yes like meme right now. I'm typing my
pursing
face.
lips, rubbing your chin.
Yes.
I really wanted to take a shot at one, but it's got to go for Kresh for taking those hits.
I mean, the one guy who played a noble in the one time I played Star Wars always loved to say, "Oh no, it's you're making the attack roll, you're making the damage roll, but don't worry, it's my attack." It's just
it's just
I was
noble thing to do.
Because like he literally would be like, he'd remind you of, don't forget, take my attack. And it's like it was like, oh my god, dude.
No, do it for me. Yeah.
It's like
You
you
see, yeah, they call it alabaster white. Yeah, I'm actually, I don't go outside. That's for everybody else.
Noel will also take a knee as well. Just kind of crouch down a little bit, not necessarily going prone, but still very weary of that thing down there. So that will end his turn.
All right, Miria.
Indeed. So I'm going to use Assured Strike on the one directly south of me. Let me roll the use the force. Okay, well that's plenty. It was a 40 on the use the force. But,
Nice. We're
have-
changing my music, and I love it.
I've never been to a campaign where someone just casually rolls a fucking 40.
So it's over 30, so I make a single melee attack against lightsaber attack against a target, rolling twice and keeping the higher result. Since I rolled high enough, I don't take a penalty on my damage. And this is a rapid strike, so so -2 cancels with Nolan's +2. I'm gonna use a force point. Or +9. Yep. So 33.
33 will hit.
And then I get an extra die of damage.
You've already thresholded him once. Let's see what the die does.
Yeah.
I guess that's 42 for the total.
42. The threshold's down by 10. That is going to be, so that would be 26 down to 16. 16, 32, 48. Which is a total of 42. So not quite 3. Not an insta-gib, but that is two thresholds. So that might still be enough with the damage. Let me apply. Oh, yeah. Actually, he has 40 damage on top of him. Dark Trooper has 74. He's down no matter what I do. Goodbye.
Alright, well in that case I'm going to cleave the one next to him.
Do it.
I didn't even
Look
roll
at
twice
that
on my
roll.
attack. I forgot. I might not have needed the force point. Oh well.
You also might roll a crit though, but at the same time, yeah. Well, 36 is definitely gonna hit. Any added damage on that one?
Yeah, it's still the same guy, so
Yeah, it adds all the same bonuses, so it's like unless it says only the next attack.
another one.
1! Okay, so 30.
Still good.
Still, yeah, not quite 2 thresholds, but 1 threshold. So I'm down by 5, plus another 30 damage. Oh, no, not 30, adding 30. There we go. He's still up.
That's
He
fair.
wishes he wasn't. If you just slash across his chest and his buddy drops down from the blow.
I think that's enough for me. Actually, yeah, I can't 5 foot up, right?
You can't up, no.
Yep, I'm good.
I mean,
I don't want to
right,
trigger.
onto that one there. Give me a perception. Crash, Ricky, and Miria. No,
Okay.
actually, no, you're right there too. Go ahead. All your perception.
You said perception, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do need to roll something first.
Oof.
Nice.
So many nat ones. We had 3 nat
Jesus.
ones in a row.
At least one came from the Death Trooper. That's fun.
That's true.
So he does a horrible job of hiding it. All the same though, it's not unseen, and also this isn't a available act, but yeah, that still leaves it still even with his bonus at Crash. Crash, you notice as he seems to take a moment as he takes his. To you, it's probably still obvious as a warrior. As one part as he takes his bracing hand off and reaches down to his belt and seems to flick something on it, but then reaches back up to take his shot. Probably still at Miria, but well, no, because seeing that little deflection, yeah, he probably would step down the stairs over his body to come for you, just because that Miria is not happening.
Oh, by all means.
It's not like they're better. It's just actually, well, there's that. Yeah, he could do that. That's better. But yeah, he seems to flick it there and then moves it over to another compartment. It does seem like there's a light blinking on the belt, but there's no noise. But otherwise he does then... Actually, no, if he's doing that, yeah, he will actually just go for the regular blaster. For the accuracy... that's weird. No, they wouldn't. Oh, and that... Never mind, the blaster can't. Okay, it's... For you, he's actually just going to fire a burst. It's like a full auto for him, but he can only target one target, and he gets an accuracy boost. But zap. Oh man. Critical threat. Adding. That's a 39. He steps into this square right in front of you.
What is he doing? Is he hitting me?
He stepped down and then switched his gun as part of the move action to a burst fire, and then fired it right at you for a 39 total.
I mean, that hits.
What's your reflex defense right now? Even if you're using your fort.
32.
32. So
That's my reflex.
34, 35, 36, 38. So 3. So 6. That is going to be 9. The 8 plus 5.
Spicy one.
So for 52 damage before any reductions, he just fires a trio of shots into your chest plate.
Yeah. I mean, that hurts.
Mind your threshold.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna delay damage
Good
because
call.
I also have that.
Yeah, it's a good move. These guys liked it when they had it, but now it's kind of a turn after those explosions, so now they're like,
Yep.
That's his entirety turn. This one's down. Remove from the list. This one's down. Remove. That one's missing a head.
He's super-
Mauler. You can hear the scream of the engine. You don't know what it's doing. You can hear the roll of treads, but with where that hole is, you wouldn't know if it's getting closer or not, really. Crash.
Okay. What do I want to do here? All right, we need to get out. It's priority number 1. However, what I'm going to do first thing is second wind, because delay damage would have just gotten off. That wouldn't have thresholded me twice. It would have been just once. But second wind gets rid of my condition. Well, it brings it up. So condition's back to normal. So it would have been. Sorry, I was missing my character sheet. 50 plus.
And in case you want to rely on other people for skill rolls, you may want to mention what you saw because you're the only person who saw it.
The only person that saw.
He took a swift action to turn something on his belt.
I don't like me as a player. I don't know what he turned on, but I will call out that he turned on something on his belt actually, because I figured Crash probably wouldn't know either. But yeah, I'd call out to the party, but like they have something on their belt that he activated.
Which that would be a, let's see, Galactic Lore? It's a hard one because they're kind of a low scene one, but the tech itself isn't exactly unheard of.
I'm not trained in Galactic Lore.
Anyone who'd like to?
Wait, that's Ricky's sheet. Am I trained in Galactic Lore? No, I'm still not.
I think I'm
Yes, we'll go for it.
trained in. Yeah, I'm trained in Galactic Lore.
Doesn't require Galactic Lore, but I will tell you it's not a 15 or lower, so it's not something that you would necessarily know without the train. So, all right.
That
So
28.
Noel, yeah, that's a good roll. Noel, you're fairly certain you've heard some really spiteful pirates sometimes use those. You don't know, like, that the Empire does. Same time, given the fact that Deathtroopers are kind of Black Ops kind of level, you realize that it's reasonable that, shit, jumped at that. Tanuki, thank you for the sub. 15 months.
Tanuki.
Let's go.
Nuki.
Tanukas.
Tanuki, oh, and I missed the pitch you a character idea of Starship AI with the personality of Richard Simmons. I think that would have to be an exercise AI that's there. That's literally like gets in your face when you wake up. Like whatever screen module it has, it like rotates it over and vertically. So when you wake up, it's just hello screen. And just like, come on, let's get moving, kids. It's just you know.
This is the next thing that we're going to give to Ricky.
The most push. Oh, yeah.
The D&D.
Every time Ricky comes back, Jordy has a different personality, and Ricky's Darth meter. Like I just start giving him dark side points for it. Someday he'll snap.
So,
All right,
so what's going on with this guy's belt?
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay.
So the belt. Let me turn down my music. It's getting a little loud on my ear. Oh, not off. There it goes. All right, so that looking at it, you're fairly certain it arms anything attached to it. Like in the case of these guys, they seem to have frag grenades. Moreover, at the point that you'd see it, there seems to be a coordinated blink on the belts.
Hmm. Oh, so he activated for the corpses there too.
Right, because that's what like they don't. I mean, they don't. Comics wise, it's always like there's always a scorch where they are, and they try not to leave corpses. So it's like and I looked at their gear. I'm like, they have nothing to explain that. So I was like, okay, they got to have a dead man's belt. That would be the most logical solution.
That's really cool. Yeah. Oh wait, Noel got that information.
Yeah,
but Noel could easily
will
share it.
Use a reaction to share that. It's a frag grenade, right? So it's two.
Yes.
So it's a radius of an extra 2 squares past where
Yes,
they
the
are.
explosion does get bigger if there are multiple, and they do have multiple on their belts. Since it's not exactly they have a small compartment that each holds one. Basically, it's a blast shield, so they can't detonate from a wary blast from a saboteur or something like that. Not that that's directed at Ricky. It's just that literally is a talent. I love that talent.
Oh my god!
They
this get in my way, trying to keep me. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like, dude, he knows he's like the Jedi just hit him. He knows he's near death. He's like, well, fuck it, I'll go down with it. And also,
no, my friend, I don't think you will. I would like to grapple him and pick him up and throw him over the railing.
Oh, I love that. All right, you do trigger for that action.
Fucking go for it.
And he'll try to shoot you. It's not a burst fire, but he does try to shoot you in the gut for
He
it.
can try.
34?
No. 36 fortitude. I'll give him the chance.
Yeah, this doesn't beat the... No, it has to be a full auto to get that bonus. So yeah, it's still just 3d8 plus 5. He's the only one that hit. He can't give a bonus to himself.
Negative.
All
Threshold
right,
of 36.
it basically just embeds in the Beskar as you go to grab him. Go ahead and give me the grapple.
I'm gonna yeet this man.
I'm gonna force point this as well. I'm absolutely not taking any chance having this dude stop me, Ricky, or Noel. All right,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
You pick him up. He's up over your head.
I'm throwing him down the other stairs.
Yeah.
Over
Reaction
the
to
railing,
drop
down
somebody.
the other stairs.
You just full on just.
Yeah,
So
just-
he could try to catch his fall, but so that's gonna be but he has no. Okay, he does manage to stop himself after just 5 feet, so it doesn't do a ton of damage. And yeah, it's not gonna
Doesn't
get
need
through the DRs. But yeah, you did move him out of the way forcibly, like a child.
Yeah,
the
fuck
fuck
that.
out of my
Get
way,
out of
nerd.
here.
So
Yeah,
he is
swear to
down
God.
from you by 10 feet, Barrier, just so you know. So
Okay.
he's
Perfect.
otherwise he slides down and he is prone from that.
Good. I chuckle at him. What's my economy now?
That's a standard action for the grapple and a free action for the drop. So
Okay, so I've used up one action. Noel, you gave me an extra one.
Mhm.
So
which is literally just that literally didn't like apart from the Noel, like with the blessing of Noel, that literally didn't change anything on a normal turn.
right. I could fully jump out this window or this hole right now.
Yeah.
That would be my move, and then I'd have a standard left over. That would be perfect, because then I could see if there's anything out there waiting to fucking smoke us, actually.
Do you
What?
still have a Swift?
I do still have a Swift.
I was gonna say you might want to bring Ricky with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ricky, are you
Stairways are
willing
going to be annoying for the Jawa.
Ricky, are you willing to kind of get Beth spinned by me real quick? You willing to jump out of a hole with me?
You might be.
He's
AFK,
muted.
Oh, is he muted?
I think he would.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just
Dude, you don't need to apologize.
Yeah, he's at work. I know he's okay with getting or jumping out of a window with me.
Oh yeah, that was gonna
It's the
be. That guy.
Disney World kid at the parade on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, I will pick up Ricky though.
Someone else gets to get swaddled now.
Trey?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you okay? I'm about to jump out the hole in the wall. Are you okay with coming with me?
Yeah, get me the fuck away from that belt bomb.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm picking him up, holding him to my chest, and then just essentially the same way I did Miria. In fact, I'm gonna use the exact same line I did with Miria too. Whenever I was on Best Bet, I'm like, this is my hostage. He'll never take me alive. I'm gonna run and jump out of the fucking hole in the wall.
I love that.
You
I just
have
imagine
enough
like you
sense.
turning around to do the double birds kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, yeah, I'm flying straight out of here. Ricky's. I'm gonna put him next to me, but obviously I'm gonna be breaking the fall for Ricky.
Alright, so as you jump out, you can see what that and hear it as more so as you can. As you jump out and you see the stormtroopers kind of like tracking you with his gun, but you're faster than he can react. And you go to the back side, but since you can see around a corner there, as you kind of jump out, I mean, and also it's larger than the corner. You see that the Mauler is coming around over this side of it, but it's busy turning. It's basically zoomed over here and is now basically engaging its right thing to turn and look this way.
Oh, okay. So if we cut off to the right after we jump out of this hole, we should be okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, TIE Maulers are shit at turning like on a dime. They have to either do a gradual turn, which Coruscant has absolutely zero of, or they basically have to do this little skid wheel forward backwards kind of little.
Are these squares accurate for outside? I assume they are.
Yeah,
I'm just making
yeah.
sure.
That's why I just drew the map like this, so I made sure that it's all perfectly accurate because I knew
Okay.
I did not want to get you with hit you with a technicality that fucked you. So I was like, nope,
Okay.
I want this to be good.
How much damage do I take if I fell out of a second?
That's a 30-foot fall, so if you are using any acrobatics, you may, but otherwise, then it's going to be 3d6.
Can I assist in that with my ascension gun?
Yeah, so if you still have a rope shot, you could basically fire to give him a basically kind of like a rappel line.
Oh my.
Okay,
God.
so I have some things about that. So I missed a couple of
Batman
sessions.
mode.
Yeah, I missed a couple of sessions, and I heard that we had kind of a hideout at some.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, you were at the hideout. You looted the shit out of the hideout, and two of the things in there were some rappel, so you could have easily just grabbed it.
He did, and
Okay,
also
cool,
I gave him my the thing that we were going to convert to be ammo for that.
So you definitely had them, and you could have reloaded them. I'm not going to say you didn't have it reloaded. It's just you'll have to reload it after this stage. So, but yeah, you definitely have it.
So I jump out holding the bundle of my teammate in my chest, and he shoots a rappel line above the hole like a fucking thug, and we rappel down right now.
Yep.
That's the plan.
That's the most gangster shit I've heard all day. That's so fucking cool. All right, what do you need?
Also,
Joseph?
I'm pretty sure my ascension gun holds 2 repels.
Yeah, it does. So you'd have 2 shots.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
There were 2 other reloads in the one. So if you didn't get any others, and Kresh gave you 1, which was going to give you a dose that had 1 in it. So it's like you have a total of 5 shots, 2 in 2 containers, and 1 in a single container. That's it, because you were out the last before that. So we assumed, because like you said, you were snatched out the other stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna assume not like missile launcher and shit like that, but like you said all the grenades specifically, and I was like, this probably the synthrope too. Because I remember having that exact conversation before you went to the other apartment.
Yeah.
So it's like. But then everything else was kind of guilt tripped. No, why is he stealing? I'm thinking, hey, they said we could. And just which
Yeah,
now you see that it's like, yeah, that actually, the more you take, the less that's lost here if you don't take time to loot.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad we didn't get the missile launcher now, but it's fine. All right, so what do you need from old Ricardo here to like?
It's still an acrobatics, but it's a much easier check. And armor penalty takes nothing on a repel roll.
Oh, you need acrobatics for me for this?
Yes, because you're basically you're doing a repel line.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you already
Much
use
easier.
your extra standard action?
I've not. I'm saving it for whenever I land.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna force point that. That'll be 13.
Well, this will help you in force point. You already spent a force point this round on the grapple.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
But it is still only a 5, so you're fine. Because it's like
Okay.
you're repelling against a solid line. If you're repelling in the open, it goes up to a 15. But you are still against a flush, straight wall. So it's like, that's actually fairly easy.
Hell yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're under pressure, but that doesn't apply to it. It's assumed you're under pressure, I think, to do...
To repel out a building, yeah.
Also, Wookiees can climb under pressure.
Oh, yeah, I suppose climb... I think you can use climb for repelling.
I'm not
In
worried
any
about
case,
it.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We don't need to re-roll nothing. Alright,
Yeah,
so
we're
you
good.
still have a standard. You land, you see a glimpse as you're coming down, because that thing, you can see it, and you can hear it at this point, 'cause
I'm
it's loud.
getting on comms and telling Miria and Noel, head out of the hole in the wall, and as soon as you land, cut to the right. Do not go left. And then, can I convert this standard into another move action?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm just going to full movement with me and Ricky as far as I can get, so 6 spaces.
Okay.
I'm putting his token next to me, Cursive, so
Yeah,
you don't
because you're
lose
still
it.
holding him, and like
Yeah.
you could even you could let him down if you want. Otherwise, I will take him getting down on his turn. You could easily, if you're willing to spend your swift, you'd be able to pick him back up next.
At this point, I'm carrying Ricky like a dad with his kid at a parade, because the last time
Disney
we did
World Parade. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
exactly.
first thought. I was
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
Star
he
Wars,
literally-
Disney World Parade.
the last time we did this, he shot and killed a man while I was coming around a corner, so he's staying up there.
He just imagines Noel because he has the reputation of like dead-eyed dentist. Of just the
Someone disturbed Noel's chill space, and he shot him in the stomach and killed him. It was a Sith.
I'm just imagining like the Mauler comes in and Noel's just gonna be like, bam, right in the reactor, and just gonna be like walking away, just like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Noel, man.
That's it. That's my whole turn. I was just getting the explosives away from the team and out of their path, and giving them a chance to get the fuck out of there.
All right. So the next Death Trooper isn't backing down, but with you kind of around the corner, he kind of looks that direction as he tried to trace after and missed. He does spend a swift action to go down and kind of slap the belt as he seems to be turning off his. Now that you guys know what it is, because he's like, I don't want to blow up. Not that he's like giving up or running away. It's just more of a he's still combat effective. That one's gone. So I guess that's Miria. He could fire at someone else because he knows Miria's kind of a pain in the ass to hit. Target of opportunity is their mentality. No, actually, that just leaves Noel. Noel's in cover, but Miria has lightsaber. Yeah, Noel, we're gonna give you a little spice of life here. He's gonna fire a burst at you. So that's gonna be a 33 plus 3, so that goes to 36.
That will hit.
By how much?
I'm gonna burn my thing, which gives me an extra plus int on my reflex.
Good call.
30,
'Cause
31.
31 versus 36, so...
Let me make sure that that's not a stand... I think that's plus int.
Sounds like a reaction, because you'd almost have to, unless it's like a longer buff. It's only one attack, it'd have to be a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, find that out, because otherwise it's 2, so he's going to get 46, otherwise it'll be less, more likely. I mean, more, because yeah, that's with what you said.
Yeah, it's plus int, so yeah, what I said before.
Okay, so that's less bad than it would have been, because that's still going to be adding 4, so that's 7d8 plus 5. As he fires some bolts into you for 30 damage.
Applied and conditioned. Okay, wait, do I condition for that? Yes. Okay, good.
His move, he is moving up.
Oh,
so they're gonna
I will take a you know what? No, I use my reaction, but Miria within 6 is Miria within 6 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Miria can take a reaction if you wish.
I don't have a ranged attack ready.
That's fine. Okay.
Sorry about that. Alright, he is going to take his move action to move up 2 squares. He's actually on the level above, so I'll put him above here so it's clear. But he's against the wall, just since he seems to be moving back a bit, as he seems to be kind of like he's definitely watching Miria warily. But definitely trying to cover that doorway still as well.
They moved out of the doorway?
No, he's just moved. He's basically here on the stairwell going up, but this guy's on the stairwell leading down. And I said that anything on the map is below you. The ones off the map are above you.
Gotcha.
So he basically moved over, and he spent 4 squares of movement to move 2 squares up. Basically, it's like, because then you'll have to really commit if you want to get after him, because they know how to move against Jedi. Not that that's amazing. You can jump it, but it prevents you from just 5-footing after him and hitting him with the lightsaber.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ricky. Ticky Tabby. Might be okay. I think Goblin.
Sorry, I was having trouble unmuting. Like it's weird on the phone.
Oh, you're good. No, mine doesn't respond right away. I always have to be like quick.
Yeah, like I had to hit it a few times. Okay, so can I see if there's any like alleyways, or are we just in like a straight alleyway?
No, there's so basically the setup for this one. Let me find an open space on this map that I can draw. The way this one's set up, as because they only have like a little distance drawing of it, but it's basically on like a little platform. That's not.
Is it a platform?
It's like a platform that's kind of multi-section where it kind of goes like this, and then there's other. Oh, man, it's really bad. Okay. So basically, it goes here, and then there's a couple sections like little roads that go to them. that basically come out to a section that basically has a couple buildings. So there are buildings like this, and yours is basically like this. So yeah, there are alleyways and such that you can go down because they're supposed to be double-sided and facing away, and then they're layered upwards. So yeah, there would be alleys like this that you could like kind of go down.
I would just like to use a full movement action to run as fast as I can to one of those alleyways to get out of line of sight from the fucking mauler.
Yeah, the Mauler has a real hard time turning, so the more corners you add, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
It has to literally spend another pilot action just to turn, if it's not a gradual turn.
Yeah, and as soon as I turn one of those corners, then that'll be depending. I mean, I don't know how far it is, but that's what I would do.
Yeah, it would probably be right about here-ish. So it will take some time, but you guys could definitely, because the larger building here would probably come down, and then or like here for the edge of it. But
yeah, full round action to get over there. Since I only have 4 movement speed, that's what it's going to take.
Yeah,
I don't think I can ready an action after that. So
no, but you could move to the corner and kind of watch from cover, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the plan. I want to watch from cover. Like, I just want to get out of line of sight, and then I want to cover my teammates to get to this direction as well.
Got you.
Shit, I called her though. She said.
Noel's going to use whatever movement speed and action economy he has to get up to the top of the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I believe that should be it. And then I'm thinking, what's the drop on here from the 3rd floor? Probably like
30 feet.
Anywhere between 28 to 30 feet. Yep.
Oh, 3rd floor. I was calculating for second, but still, yeah. It's fine. 30.
The rope is still attached, right?
Yes, the rope has to stay attached there. It's just it would be detached from the end of Ricky's gun, but then they're just stuck there.
I would like to. Oh wait, it's on the end of Ricky's gun.
No, he would have detached it because there's no way he would have been able to move away with Crash because it only has so much distance. So it's detached now.
Oh, I was hoping to zip line for a second. That would have been fun. But anyway,
I mean, he has 60 feet, but 30 feet down plus another 30 feet. I mean, he could, but he would have to drop the gun to leave it because it doesn't have an anchor point, so it falls loose.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. So Noel will like to action use movement speed and then a swift action item interaction to grab the rope and just use the rest of my movement speed to walk off.
Yeah. With what it's in your stats, you won't even need the 5 because it's only a 5 acrobatics, and I've seen you do better than that, so that negates the fall.
I have a very high acrobatics.
No, you do.
And so that's technically broken up movement right there. So I don't think I would get extra movement speed. Is that correct?
You don't get any extra, but since you are breaking up 2 movement actions, it's basically a controlled fall, so you can continue moving. Just make sure you're counting the difficult terrain of going uphill. That's the only one I want you to count for. The rest, the fall doesn't cost you anything.
20. So I was right here, so that would be 10, 20, 25, 30. That's as much as I can go up, including the extra difficult terrain. Okay. That will, in my turn, I think that's 100% of my action economy other than my reactions.
All right, Miria.
You know what? I'm going to first use move object on this guy.
Okay.
To bring him, I'm trying to bring him over the rail and just smash him into the floor here.
Where all the other belts are going off?
Yes, exactly. So that's a use the force against his will.
Yeah. He does have the ability, so he can try to spend a force point to add to his will defense. So he can do that. But, alright, still I think you beat him, because that's a good roll. His will defense is, he does not have double, he just has straight dark side score, so 24. 28, that's not going to do it.
Alright, 2d6 for the damage. And then my move action is going to be to go outside. I think what I'm going to do... Would you allow me to take a swift action to just slice the lightsaber through that rope?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and then I'm jumping. Acrobatics.
Okay, give me an acrobatics.
25.
Solid.
Don't worry about it.
Noel, did you say something?
Oh
And
no,
it's
I just said solid.
Yeah, because that's just a 5-foot fall, which is 0 damage, so you take no damage from that. Nicely done. Alright, so the one down here, it does trigger on his turn, but it was the second thing he did after moving, so he does still have time. So right away he scrambles to hit that one and start moving his way up. At the same time, with that beep, do you have to turn off the others? They can activate as the others, but they can't. Nope. So instead, he probably actually moves down to take for cover. Not that you guys see all this, but he's aware that you're moving away and an explosion's about to occur and he can't get out that way. So he's not going to be able to get out to pursue, which, yeah, that one you just moved was going to survive and start pursuing along with the Time Mauler, but now that's going to go off. That is a total of 2, 6, so that's 4 per, so that is going to be 8 per, so 8, 16, 24. Yeah, that there's no way. Like,
Oh yeah.
24D what?
24d6, because that's 6 frag
Can you
grenades
roll
going
that?
off, and like, do you want to roll it? Let's go for it, Noel. You do it. You asked for it. I was
Oh,
just gonna
cool.
roll for a break check on the.
Roll.
I'm basically seeing if this
24d6.
side collapses. If this side of the stairwell collapses, then that guy. Look at that.
That's a
So that's
good
a
roll.
guarantee. Yeah, sure. That's like. Go ahead and roll me a break check for that side. That's definitely this side collapses downwards. If his goes, okay, so his survives. That man just watches that. That was. Yeah, there's nothing we can add to that to make that man die. That man guaranteed survives as he sees the first, second, and third floor wall just blow out as his buddies all just go up in flames. And he's just like, I see.
Imagine you're the cream of the crop, right? Imagine you're the fucking. Imagine you're the Macho Man Randy Savage of the Imperial Army, right? And then you say, you know what? We're going down anyways. I'm gonna fucking make them pay for it. So you activate a suicide bomb, right? And then you get picked up like a toddler, like none of your training meant anything, and you get thrown aside.
Then he turns his off just to watch all of his buddies
And you
explode.
turn yours off, and your whole squad detonates, and then your wall that's stopping you from pursuing doesn't go down. What a day! Oh,
Dude,
fuck
these
that
guys are
guy.
having the worst day in Death Trooper history. Like, it's
so
no
now this
wonder
is gonna
we've
go-
never heard of this in Star Wars
That
canon
guy-
because they struck this shit from the fucking records,
Dude,
dude.
that
They were
guy
like, we
needs
could
to-
not remember this.
That guy needs to strip his armor and go to a Hutt cartel right now. He's being shot to death when he goes back to base.
Yeah, if he
I'm pretty
doesn't
sure that
resign
is just
immediately-
him. He's like, you know what? He sees that happen, reactivates the belt. Just like, you know what? It all happened in the same round. No one else will know.
Nobody knows.
Oh my fucking
No, we're not making another
God.
suicide. That
Is
poor
there-
man.
Is there any way we can retcon Ricky or someone getting a recording of Kresh manhandling and throwing this Death Trooper over the edge so that we can have this for fancy
Look, just
blackmail?
program it in the hollow later.
Because it could be used for blackmail and like bad things. Like I mean, no, you would have had to do that. That gives
Oh.
you actual game benefits. So no, unfortunately, the only one I could. I mean, maybe I don't know. I would,
Well, and
No.
Droidy's not here. Is
Droidy's not here, and
No.
and there is an upgrade for the armor that if you had is basically a video
Oh.
camera in the helm. But unless
Hey,
unless
My
Kresh
computer
has that,
interface visor is always connected to my
the
head.
visor would count. Yeah, the visor would do it. So Ricky's
Yeah, so
view
I've
of
been
it.
watching all of this. Yeah.
Ricky put it up on the fucking HoloNet equivalent of TikTok. Shit was so
Yeah, it's
funny.
going on the internet.
TikTok of him
dude.
going over, and then you rewind it, and then you do it going over, put the Wilhelm scream on it.
And
Yeah,
then-
right. It's fucking stick stock. No, it's gonna be an R2 screen.
Oh my fucking God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail. It's just what a bad like there's a genuinely unfortunate series of events for that guy.
He
Like,
literally thought like if that wall blown open, he was ready to go. So it's like he's like, yeah, I'm going.
his whole squad.
Because he probably could, because he would have. He's only taken 20 damage, so he literally would have just been like, all right, delay damage from the explosion, step out and fire, badass. No, that doesn't occur, bro. I see. Like technically, he could climb over the rubble and come around the corner, but that's gonna take him 2 rounds. So it's like.
We're gonna be gone.
So it's like the only thing that comes around at this stage as he does that is the Time Mauler does scream down this hall because it finished its turn last one, but then starts its turn this way. So it's basically like it is still on your ass, but at this stage, because it has to do that, and you have blocks to chase it. Now there are other Imperials, like they literally are bearing down on you, but they probably thought this was enough. So what I need from you guys is a designated person to give either Deception or Stealth, because you're basically losing the one Mauler, and it has a considerable disadvantage. Like, it could fire on you in a moment here, but
Ricky,
Okay,
sneak us
so-
out of here.
This is my encumbered stealth versus whoever has the highest deception. Deception.
Your stealth is higher than my deception at this point.
I don't know because I'm encumbered.
Oh, you're encumbered.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
encumbered,
have-
so I'm not sure.
it's meta talking about what our exact numbers are. But let's see.
Well, let's ask our glorious DM. Are we allowed to compare? Are we allowed
I mean,
to
I'll
wait
leave it
for
to you
that?
guys. If you want to compare it, that's fine. If you want to go roleplay wise, that's fine. I'm not standing in your way.
Okay. So first option, I mean, I'm not gonna say what our numbers are. I know what I'm pretty sure you're a lot higher than mine, but I could technically assist you.
I'm pretty positive Ricky's stealth is actually higher than almost anyone's skill
Anything.
modifier generally.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's just go with Ricky's stealth then.
Would I be able to assist Ricky?
Yeah, you have your what is it? Coordinate.
Yeah. So first turn is going to be a plus one.
This is one extended roll
three.
basically, and if it doesn't, then it's gonna the Mauler's gonna get a turn on somebody, which is gonna hurt. Might not take you down, but it might. Or
I
pretty
just-
much guaranteed someone's dying without a force point.
Stealth +3 plus whatever bonuses I get for aiding. So my plus
It's usually a 2.
yeah.
Ooh, good roll. Look at
So
that.
34 plus the usual 2.
So you need one from Ricky?
Yeah.
You need the stealth roll for
All right. That's Ricky's stealth, and that's not Crash's stealth. I apologize.
I get
for
it.
forgetting
I
that.
get it. You're good. So
Would you roll? I can't see it. It's just too small.
28.
Oh, fuck yes.
You want
So
force
28
point or
is-
no?
Yeah, fuck it. Force pointed. That's fine. I'm sure I have. I'm relatively confident I have.
You have plenty of force points, yes. Boom.
Look at that.
So that's a 34.
34
so
from
Rick got
Ricky.
34.
And then we'll
So
go GM roll
39
here.
total. Let me mute myself. I'm sorry, guys.
All right.
So the thing comes screaming after you, and it takes a few corners as it comes, and there's even a spot where it lights up and comes around a corner as the pilot does make a nice turn, almost getting you guys as it just starts actually firing across, but they seem to cut that out pretty quick, as it's also a really good way to hit a lot of people in Coruscant. Kind of a Mass Effect, you're gonna hit somebody, but
A lot of taxpayers.
at the same time, as it comes around, I mean, at the same time, you're also in the middle level. They care less about the middle level, you know. It's like,
This ain't the top.
but in any case, as it comes around again and it's just kind of spraying its way, and then as the rubble clears and you guys manage to double back behind it, and actually manage to slip as it just zooms off around a corner. You hear it coming around quickly, but you guys manage to duck around another, and you manage to lose the Time Hauler. You can
Fuck
hear
yes.
as rad ears are screaming overhead, and you can actually hear distant sirens as this block is on lockdown. Because we're late on time, we're gonna make this, but there is a bit of a crackle on your comms. It had been trying, as I've been I will tell you, out of character, I've been rolling on people's perceptions with a penalty to based on combat, because things not part of combat get a -10.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this one you realize that your comms are crackling, as it seems like something's trying to get through jamming. It seems to be on one of your personal networks.
Can I go ahead and intercept?
You can try a computer use. You can tell this whoever did this definitely encrypted it, but it seems to be following encryptions of what you've used before.
It's a 28 use computer there, Rick.
28. What I like
Yeah.
to see.
So, you would see immediately first the little call code that seems to show the date code that Switch taught you to basically confirm his messages. It shows your date code inverted, and then seems to spell out Switch in basically what is effectively alpha numerical. But in any case, as it shows that first, and then it just seems it seems like he's being a bit of a joker. As just, I have a HoloNet call for one Ricky Tiki Tavi from one Banshee, Captain Serona O'Keefe, and the message follows: need a ride.
Fuck yes. I reply, fuck yes, encrypted and everything. Fuck yes. It's like whatever I have to do to keep that as silent as his, but I need him to know, fuck yes.
So at this stage, and over the course of your running away and just evading, as that stealth roll will basically be you narrowly missing quite a few patrols, more than a few of them either led or grouped with Deathtroopers and other overhead menaces. As you, this is what you know you'll be getting to the next one, as Captain Serona O'Keefe is offering to run the blockade with the Banshee.
Oh,
you will have one round to get off. You will have to clear a way to an open pad. It is, at this stage, your only way to get off immediately, unless you want to go to ground again. And then you will be screaming your way out of here, hopefully to the resurgence.
Alrighty.
Next time? Question mark?
Which means, from what you know, from what the I almost said Janos, Kaminoan said, Kaminoan, I'm saying that wrong. Was that pretty much every open pad is guarded by at least a small group of stormtroopers and an AT-AT. You'll have to take that down with precise timing, because she literally, from what Switch is telling you, it's more Switch than her, that he's calculated the response times, and it will be literally the tiniest of windows, and it will be under fire. Which means that you'll probably be dealing with Imperial Navy. You will have one round, and then she will have to move, or you will be stuck here. Most likely with the Navy and the Army the Stormtrooper Corps just bearing down on you. Out of character, it's one that's like, we could roll out a Halo Reach scenario if someone gets left behind, but I pretty much guarantee you it's going to be Halo Reach. It's going to be you versus just the Horde.
So either we all get out, or whoever's not coming with, they're not coming.
Yeah. Beyond that landing pad, the moment she comes down, and even then, there's still a risk, because that's still rolled combat. Cinematic, she only gets so far, and I will tell you that all will be rolled. Chance may fuck you. At which point, then you better hope you can somehow get out of there, at least as a team. But I will tell you, as a narrative, if someone gets left behind, that will be the end of your character. It'll be your choice whether they go down in a blaze of one and we see it, or we can fade to black and your fate will be most likely sealed. I will tell you, this is part of the climax of the second movie, effectively. I wish you the best of luck next time.
Darth Ricky returns in the third book.
Return of the Ricky.
If it matters, I second-winded and changed out my my power pack on my blaster.
Okay. I'd say any reloads, any not major extended actions you could certainly do, first aids and stuff. You definitely, I would say, probably in the vicinity of about an hour, because she's literally in the system now. It's mainly just plotting the course and not letting the Banshee get revealed.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so at that note, I do have to leave right now. And
Alrighty.
This is the end.
Next session. I will update y'all. I got scheduled for next Monday again, but I will probably try to do the same thing.
Okay.
But I need to check dates and make sure that Monday's also not going to be at this day. But
Yeah.
I will let you guys know, and I have to leave right now.
Take care. Thanks for being here.
I love you guys.
Well done.
Will...
Ricky,
Yeah, I hope
Ricky did an amazing job tonight. So, you all did, but Ricky, you opened that door. Be proud, Ricky. That was awesome. You changed the entire round.
That's why I was saving those thermal detonators, dude. I knew I was going to need them in a clutch moment.
If you didn't have that and you didn't have the double damage to the walls, wouldn't have happened. You would have had to go up through the gauntlet. Yeah, you guys rolled really well against them, but there's still more things that would have come out.
Yep.
So I really
That's
want to I've said before, when other people did really well, bravo, you changed the course of the battle.
Excellent. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Much love. See you later.
All right,
Much love.
later,
Much
man.
love.
Not to say that no one else did either. You all this literally, again, another situation that without any person here, this would have been different. But that one just, and I know I haven't, Ricky hasn't had that moment yet, and I just love to see that it is. It's man, you guys made such a good party. I love it.
Yeah, we did well together as a team.
No, only Ricky did well. All the rest of us did trash.
Oh my God,
did
stop.
Poorly.
I
So what you
mean,
guys know is basically just so you guys know what you're getting in next week, and I will reiterate next one so you guys know for the sake of planning. You do have a limited scope of planning. I am going to reflect that during the session, not necessarily on a one-to-one time, but I will probably cut you off at some point and say, like, you got to commit now. The other big thing is the AT-AT has to, the bare minimum, you have to disable its primary cannon. AT-ATs have 2 sets of cannons. The primary cannon will rip the Banshee to shreds. And the problem is the Banshee will not be able to dodge in the pickup round. The pickup round, it has to, at minimum, slow down to a flyby, which removes all of its AC. Which means if that AT-AT is still up and it plants its legs and fires, so like if you can turn it around, if you can ensure it can't plant because it can't fire the gun, it gets a big penalty if it doesn't plant. But if it's planted and aimed in the direction of the pad, because they're gonna know she's coming, that ship is going down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't most Imperial don't most Imperial platforms have turbo lasers on them?
Yes, they do. There are other problems that are going to be afoot, but at least the Banshee is not unarmed, so it's like they'll probably be.
I'm not viewing the turbo laser as a problem. That's all.
Oh, you want to use them against it?
There. I mean, it's just an AT-AT. Like, I'm aware of what I just said. It's just an AT-AT. That's a fucking turbo laser. Like,
yeah, turbo lasers are made to fight starships. Now, granted, the AT-AT does have starship armor. That's the whole point. But it's like that doesn't mean it's not that it's impervious to it. It's just
we just need to hit the gun. We just need to hit
the gun. You take down a single leg.
Yeah,
if you somehow manage to cable it, sabotage it, get it distracted so it's turned around in that one magic round.
All we
you
need
stealth
is
your whole way in.
Speeder, okay, and we get the snow speeder. Okay,
forget the X-wing, snow speeders.
Yeah, we only need snow speeders. Okay, Noel pilot. I'll be in the tail gun. Okay, and I'm gonna fucking cable this thing's knee.
See, I'm
got it. We all get it. We all get in time maulers, all right? And we use the self-destruct feature, right?
Time maulers.
All 4 of us.
Now, Arthur, I have a plan. All right, so first thing we got to do is we got to get to Tahiti, Arthur.
I'm wondering about potentially cow tipping it, but
that would be really fucking fun if we just tipped. How disrespectful of a day would it be?
Damage, it's just tipped over.
How disrespectful to be the only survivor of the death squad that showed up to wipe you out. The only survivor was manhandled, but like a toddler, and killed his squad, right? And then the AT-AT that was like the trump card to keep you there just is tipped over. How disrespectful of a day. That is the biggest fucking dick to the Emperor's face I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
Disrespectful.
Could you imagine Vader having that conversation with like the commander of the land forces? Just the what?
It would be so wildly disrespectful. Okay. How do we tip an at?
Well,
ooh,
Noel could probably do it with his pilot check. All you
Noel
gotta
could
do is
do
take
it
it like
blaster.
you're
He hasn't
drifting it,
missed.
but you just take it like you're drifting it, but instead of pulling the emergency brake, you just don't.
I mean, my strategy involves getting far too close for comfort and using a destiny point and move object, but
Oh my god.
Imagine if they got the resist though. That one turbo laser bolt coming for you, just that. I don't think deflects enough.
That's how Crash dies, being a Mr. President to go cow tipping in an at.
It's not a hovering
Crash
or flying target, so it doesn't get grappled.
Crash even like just their regret is not dying. Their regret is just look what it did to my armor. Look how they did my boy.
Honestly.
It's just this giant scorched open Beskar. What happened? A turbo laser. This man took a turbo laser. Yeah, he was still alive for like two rounds after. Man, he delayed damage.
That guy was a fucking king, dude. I don't know what happened. All right, I'm gonna end my stream.
Same.
All right,
I will go through there. I'll try to redeem those points. I'm sorry I missed that fun at the end of it. Really
all right. Yeah, I'll take it easy.
Thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is a lot of pressure real quick. Hopefully we see a climax of it next time.
Or a TPK.
Or TPK. Awesomeness.
All right, love you, chat. Good night.